What's happening, lads? Have you heard? We've got a brand new website. It's haveawordpod.com. And on our brand new website, we've got a brand new line of merch, t-shirts, hoodies, jumpers, hats, stickers. There's all sorts, and it's available right this second. Go to haveawordpod.com, get yourself some merch, and while you're there, you could also get tickets to
Murderers Row. We're doing a massive stand-up tour all around the UK, and we're doing Dublin. It's me comparing the first section, Adam comparing the second, and then we've got the best acts we know, people you'll recognise from the couch, some absolute killers from comedy doing stand-up.
Proper stand-up tour. There's no podcast tour this year. We wanted to do stand-up with our mates, and we've come up with the Murderers Row stand-up tour. 4 special guests every night. Me and Dan doing a bit each as well. And obviously we're bringing all the lads down. We're going to get Finn to sing at the end. It's going to be absolutely class. And all the tickets and all the merch are at haveawordpod.com. And of course, if you love what you're watching, patreon.com/haveawordpod for loads of bonus content. But we'll tell you more about that a little bit later.
Enjoy the episode. It's going to be
It was good.
Yeah, it was really good. It's class.
Wag wag leads, you're listening to the funniest podcast in the game from the heart of Liverpool with Adam, Dan, Sensei Carl and Finn. This is the one and only Have a Word.
Brought to you by Manscaped, the very best products on the market for below the waist grooming.
Go Ed, get on me.
Well, young Adam Rowe is in New York City
Yoik.
with his new lady, Big Sandra. And in his place,
She's a rapper.
we've got absolute Have a Word Hall of Famer. It's Mike Rice.
Oh, nice. I'm like a boiled shite now. That's what I was telling Finn when I got in.
You seem rough, Michael.
Lad.
I think you can pull off rough. I think you're one of these characters who can, you know, your zany comedy can adapt to.
You make me sound like Carrot Top there. Like I'm some kind of a prop comic. Hey.
I'd love it if you were hungover and it made you into a prop comic. Oh, Mike's rough.
He's after drinking himself into being a prop comic. He's on so much coke.
I think you can do this, mate.
Lad.
Adam's great hungover.
Yeah, Mike, why are you so low down?
I don't know. It's how I feel, brother. I honestly just feel low right now. I have a stomach condition going on. That I've had for months. I've started fucking eating Pringles with every meal.
Right. Is that bringing on?
help?
Is that making it worse or?
No, I don't know if that makes sense. I didn't even think of that, but
Was that not diagnosed?
the Pringle
Yeah, the
disorder.
prescription.
What?
I mean, what would you mean? Was that diagnosed to help the thing, or are you guessing that will help?
No, I'm not thinking it helps. I love Pringles. I mean, what the hell? I'm just saying the wheels have fallen off a bit. But so what I love is like a chicken curry,
Chicken bake?
like that, because that's all I can eat. What did you say?
It's a very niche reference.
It just sounded like you did an Asian accent, and I like that, and I was hoping you might repeat it if that was.
Give him time. He'll get there.
Yeah, I'll do one.
He'll get there.
No, but so what I do is with Pringles is I cook my chicken curry dinner, and then I use Pringles as like poppadoms. So I'll just like to scoop up.
Hey, have you ever thought of?
Lad,
have you ever
it's
thought
so
of
sick.
using
Yeah.
poppadoms as poppadoms?
I don't believe in that just because I don't like what they're
Is
up
it ready
to.
salted then?
No.
use poppadoms
Sour
as
cream and onion.
Pringles?
Okay, that's fine.
Sour cream and onion. I think ready salted, I just feel like, why would you have the thing with no flavour when you can have one of the ones with flavour?
Salt is a flavour, though.
Huh? Yeah,
also,
but
you can eat an unlimited amount. I don't think you'd ever get full eating ready salted Pringles. I don't think it's physically possible.
But does that sound healthy to you?
No.
Does that sound good to you that you become addicted to these tasteless shills of crisps? Sour cream and onion.
Shape? Is it the shape?
It's the shape.
Ah, right.
The shape
okay.
and the taste and the texture, the little crackle. It's unbelievable. But my roommate, I live with a very lovely and attractive actress, and I don't know why I had to say she's attractive. Cut that. But she's lovely. But like she is she can't believe when she sees me eating, because she knows I only eat 3 things, which is scrambled eggs and toast in the morning, and then chicken curry. They're the only things I can cook. And then I have ham sandwiches, and every single one of those things I have Pringles with.
So she looks at you like, how are you living?
Scrambled
This sounds
eggs.
very familiar to my
Scrambled
existence.
eggs and Pringles.
But can you just
The other
scoop?
two make kind of, you understand it.
Yeah, but what you do is you take a bite of the toast and scrambled egg, and then you just scoff a Pringle. Just as a chaser to the eggs. Do you know what I mean?
It's like Heston Blumenthal, isn't it?
Like you chase the eggs with the thing. Anyway,
How many tubs of Pringles are you getting through a week at this point? It sounds like you're on like at least 8 or 9.
Do you know what my house looks like? I don't know if you ever saw the movie The Aviator, where it's like Howard uses all those bottles of piss, like just everywhere, and it's just a sign of his insanity. And that's like me with just boxes of Pringles. But more in my room, because I started eating them in bed a bit as well.
Do you double Pringle? Because the structural integrity of a Pringle is quite weak.
I think you're dead wrong about that, lad. And I've actually proved that it's not. It actually is fucking strong. It is genuinely.
Yeah, because it's held
genuinely
together
a
with
hardy
fucking
little
glue.
crisp.
Yeah.
Huh?
It's got glue in it. It's gonna
That's
hold,
right.
Yeah,
That's
also,
right.
if you double a Pringle, that's the crumb central.
Yeah.
Bit.
That's
Oh, yeah, it comes every.
lad. You're in a world of chaos if you double
Down
Pringles.
already.
He's eating Pringles in bed.
Yeah,
You've got to go one by one.
I got Pringles, but Pringles and these. Do you know those little things? The twirl bites.
Oh, mate. Twirls are my goat right now. They've overtaken Buenos.
They're a twirl is just. It's never not unbelievable.
A cold twirl was better.
A cold twirl. Sure, listen, you're on cloud 9. I got this little bag. So a little bag of twirl bites, and then salt and vinegar Pringles to give it a little bit of thing, and then the sweet and sour in bed.
They burn as well, salt and vinegar ones.
Huh?
They burn.
They burn, but then you soothe yourself with
That's
the twirl.
Good. It's good burn.
Lad, it's not like chlamydia burn. It's like fun burn.
Flavour burn.
Right.
You know?
I don't think Huel want this.
Give me
bottle
my
right for-
Huel.
You're literally sat here going, lad, I've got the shits. I'm eating 14 packs of Pringles a day, washing it down with fucking Cadbury's 12 bites.
I
Now
feel
there's
great.
Jizz on the table.
Now there's jizz on the table.
I think all the bite-size Cadbury's chocolates work better as bite-size. Those
Crunchy
bags,
rocks.
Crunchy Rocks are definitely the best.
Oh, they're
version of
fucking
that.
nice.
They're filled with crack. They must be.
curly whirly
Yeah.
bits. Oh, Lord.
Yeah. Yeah.
Love the bag, mate. My baghead.
You're a baghead.
Oh, when it comes to bites.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
Right.
Thank you.
No.
You're off the bat, lad. I went the biggest Scarface I've gone in a while now the other night. Because we did the 12 pubs.
What day? What? Not Sunday. The Lord's
No.
Day, Michael. You've come
I
a
wouldn't
long
do
way
it on,
from Christ.
No. A lot of people want to do it on Sunday. I said, shut your filthy, godless mouths.
There's no cocaine after communion.
That's right. No coke after communion. So I said we'll do the 12 pubs. Sorry about that. I do feel bad about that. The cum on the desk. I appreciate the banana strawberry cum. But so we had 12 pubs. Have you done it? You've done. I mean, listen, look at the head in you. You fucking look at the melted head and Dan.
The absolute Alec Baldwin fucking head on it.
Is it one
The
pint
John
in each pub?
Travolta swollen booze head.
Is it 1 pint in each pub?
Yeah. So you start at 4 o'clock. I've been looking forward to this, by the way, for so long. Because I'm the general. I organise it, and I rarely organise many things. It was me and Vittorio's idea to do it, and I don't get allowed to organise anything with Vittorio because I'm a lot dumber than he. And
Because he's a 49-year-old man in a 27-year-old's body, and
Well, yeah.
you are an ADHD suffering lunatic.
That's right.
Yeah.
He's R2D2, and I'm just a crow with the shits. You know, just on a telephone line. Just
Pringle-loving
Did you say
maverick.
R2D2?
yeah, he's R2D2.
As in like,
Boop, boop, boop.
oh, is it like autism?
Oh well, that's a brilliant way. Yes, R2D2. Absolutely, and he is.
This wasn't in Kilkenny. This was in London.
No, this was in London. So obviously we're like fucking. You know, we're on the pints, but you're going to need some lion juice to put up to you there to get you giving people compliments you don't mean. So, lad, do you know what's funny? Because we kind of got a lot of people that just had been on the pod and different just kind of people that were around and stuff, and then they invited people or whatever. But like, do you know when you're like, I managed like busily to just embarrass myself to so many different people. Like I was on a real networking mission to just have 15 people think I'm an absolute spastic. So, but we were on. So anyway, we were doing it. Everyone's happy, but I got to be the general. So like at the end, like I'd have my timer on, and then I just start shouting at people. You know what I mean? I was like, "Drink up, you fucking weasel."
Yeah, you've got to be on it, haven't you?
Yeah, you have to be on it.
If someone drinks too quickly, And then
Yeah.
you've got your eye on the clock and you're like, we're going to be leaving here in 10 minutes. And then some fucker goes for another round.
That's right.
Someone needs to take the lead on that.
100%. And you know what? People want the discipline. They enjoy it. They want to be told what to do. They want to be, someone's the captain, someone's the boss. There was a few little worms that started chirping, little mutinies like, oh, why can't we stay here for 2 pubs? I was like, shut your little whore mouth. And they were like, I spit. You had to lay down the law. I made an example of a few of them. Spat in their face, said, you little English cunt you. Everyone there was English, so no one liked that. But it was just the only Irish one. But then, you know, so we're going around, we're doing all this, and then next thing, you know, a big shipment from China of 5 big bags of Charlie gets flown in, and now I've got given my own. I rarely have my own one. I'm usually sharing it with someone. But I have my own one, which is
that's a Christmas booking, isn't it? That's a special occasion.
That's a special occasion. I'm on my own one, and coming out, just going up to people. I'm like, lad, you're so talented. Listen, what you need to do, you need to focus on trying to get clips out every week. That's how you build your audience.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
coked up social media advice.
Yeah.
You need to be subtitling everything.
Subtitling everything, because the thing is,
Are you using hashtags, boy?
I'm like, you have the talent.
What time of day are you releasing them? Midday or 5 p.m.?
Lad, that's exactly what I was like. And I can just get flashbacks of the kind of fear in their eyes and just uneasiness. Like, it's just like, this isn't fun. Like, I wasn't funny once for 7 hours. I was dead serious and having the time of my life. I couldn't believe it. Like, this is some fun, isn't it? They're kind of like, yeah, when we're not talking to you, it's good. But
What are you doing with clips? It's just my girlfriend. She's got a normal job.
I remember saying to one lad, I was like, lad. I was like, you're a good looking lad. You need to zoom in on the face. That will help with the algorithm. I'm telling you, it will help. And they're kind of like, all right, yeah. They thought I was trying to fuck him probably. And then I was going whatever. But so anyway, it was a very fun night.
Did you get the 12 pubs in?
Yeah,
All right, because a lot of these, usually, the wheels come off, don't they?
that's right.
And then you get to like 8, and it's like, it's
Yes,
fucked.
but I think like, so cocaine in that kind of environment is like the way cyclists all have to take drugs to do the Tour de France. If you're not on them, you don't have a chance.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? So anyone who wasn't, yeah, they fell off.
Back then, if you weren't doing drugs, like you had no, like you had no chance. They were all doing it.
Oh, in the
It's just who was the best at it.
in the Lance Armstrong
right.
era.
Yeah.
Is it clean now, cycling, or
It's
is
just-
that naive?
It is in its fucking hole. They have found new ways to. I read this article thing about it. In Switzerland, like when they're like, if you're good at cycling, which how are you even good at? I don't believe in someone being good at cycling. You just chose you're going to do cycling.
He's always early for school.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
I've got that with basketball. I don't know how they're all the same at basketball.
you're completely wrong. I don't know how you've gone from this to.
What do you mean?
I don't understand how you can be so much better at basketball than someone else.
Well, I
Just
think,
watch
I
LeBron
think
James.
When
What are you
when you're
talking
6'5"
No,
and
he's
you're 8
just
years
bigger.
old, that's a sign.
He's just bigger.
No, he's not.
No.
They also have to be then good at basketball.
I don't know. I think they're all the same, and some of them just have bad days and some have good days.
Carl, I've heard you say something like strangely
Look at him
enlightening
looking for
things.
the camera.
Strangely enlightening things in this pub, but this is one
I
of
don't
the.
know why, but basketball does.
This-
I feel like they're all. He's just done the same thing he did 10 minutes ago.
You're absolutely out of your mind. One of the best players in the league is 6 foot tall, smaller than everyone. Steph Curry.
He just
pure
throws it
skill.
from far away. No one's near.
But it always goes in. How does he get it in? Every time it goes in.
I think basketball is one of the lowest ceilings for skill.
Have you?
Wow.
This is one of the worst takes I've ever heard.
Weird thing to have beef with.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah, but then you've got to
And
appreciate
golf as well.
And got right here we go now.
Here we go.
Genuinely, the one everyone knows has the most difficulty
No, it's
level.
difficult to get good at, but then you should all just be the same. You're all trying to do the same thing. They can all hit it far and hit it nice.
What do you think
Just
about-
some days,
Hit
some
it
of them,
far and hit it nice.
some days, some of them do it good.
There'll be some golf cut. He's hit it nice once again.
Sorry, some days they do it better than others.
No, some days they're
Yeah.
like, I'm having a good day.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
life. What about darts?
No, darts is skill, mate.
I think it's hard to even argue with you on this because it's just such a bad take.
Don't give me going because it'll do me head in.
You literally think about the Harlem Globetrotters or the skill level Kobe or any of these guys had, which is just like look at a skills compilation.
Just holding the ball.
They're not just holding the ball. They're dribbling the ball.
They can all dribble it.
No, they're doing ankle breakers. It's movement. It's technique.
Even the worst players in the NBA would still be like super skillful and like incredible to watch.
Exactly.
And then there's the phenoms.
Okay, what I'm saying
isn't
is I think the range is the smallest. I think like the range in football is so big. Like your Harry Maguire to like your Messi. They're playing the same sport. I think the range in basketball is smaller. They can all do the same stuff.
No, there's different positions.
I'll tell you what you
that's
need
what
to
I
have a
mean.
look at. Do you know two players that are in the NBA? LeBron James and his son, Bronny.
Yep.
One of the most egregious weasels that's ever entered any sports organization. Bronny. Also, by the way, embarrassing name. You're going to call your son, who you're going to put in the same fucking sport as you, little Bronny. Like after LeBron, Bronny, just call him George. Or,
George James.
George. That's actually quite sick.
It's the most English name I've ever heard.
George James. Here's my son,
Can I look
George
at-
James
can I look
III.
at- They think the range is smaller than in basketball.
What do you mean?
No, the
there's-
worst player can do what the best player can do. They just don't do it as often.
No, they can't.
It's exactly the same, I reckon.
No.
As football.
Yeah.
So like Brad Friedel can do what like Neymar can do.
But that's the different positions and it's different
No,
sports.
but I just,
Oh, you think that because there's more players on the team, there's more positions, the range is
the range
higher.
in football is bigger than basketball.
I think a big lumbering... Is it the centre who's the big dude who basically...
That's Shaq.
Right.
Mincing around, clobbering.
Yeah,
like.
but Shaq can score.
Yeah, I know Shaq can score, but not every bloody big fucking massive...
Sam
Casey
Barron-
Keller couldn't score.
Yeah, but Baron Trump's not in the
Keep
fucking
naming
NBA, is he?
goalies.
Do you see Baron Trump there? He's 6'9", but he's going to be a dog shit.
Have you seen him play football?
Right, man.
Is he good or bad? Because I couldn't
Awful.
work it out.
He's awful.
No, he does some good shit though.
No. He's just
Some of his
he's just
touches-
2 foot bigger than everyone else.
Just going around, just grabbing people.
That's what I mean. I think the range is just smaller. I think that's what I mean.
Right.
I think also, you've not watched a lot of basketball, so you're not that into
It's all
it.
the same, innit?
Right,
It-
okay.
well,
So
no,
I think that might
yeah.
discount the argument a little bit. I haven't watched it, but
Yeah.
just looks like a load of big cunts throwing a
Yeah.
ball around. Shite.
A big part of this is you're talking out your hoop. Your beautiful
but he
Spanish
knows
hoop.
it. But he knows it.
He
The worst
knows
player
it.
versus the best player in the league, 1-on-1, would be closer than the worst Premier League player and the best.
But what in
I'm
what
just-
situation would there be a one-on-one in football that is like
It's difficult to do a 1-on-1 in football, but
Brad Friedel against Messi? I mean, I do want to watch it.
Yeah, it
I'm
would
back
be.
in Brad there.
to do what?
In his peak. In his pomp.
Friedel at his peak.
Yeah.
There was.
First couple of years of Blackburn.
Gabor Kirai, Ronaldo.
Who was the first one you said?
The
he was
one that wore
He used to wear
trousers.
trousers in goal.
For Palace.
Really? He was cold or what?
yeah.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah, I mean, that's a man who wouldn't work to warm himself. If you were getting paid over 20 grand a week, take off the pants. Do you know what I mean? And that goes
A
to
lot
anyone.
of women do.
OnlyFans.
Like
Fuck
Weinstein.
Lily Phillips. She
It was
knows.
his brand. It was his brand.
Yeah.
I'm wearing my pajama bottoms. What are you going to do about it?
And they were like grey trackies, like cotton ones as well.
To be
They weren't
fair,
even like sport
he
ones.
was the
They were lost
14th best
property.
keeper in the. In
But
the
do you
league.
think he was doing that because, do you know that thing where I'm here now, all women are like, oh, I hope they're wearing grey sweatpants. These pervy women. Oh,
yeah.
These lustful women.
Maybe he's just
so
having
that
a pussy.
Yeah, he was trying to be a heartthrob.
we just want everyone to see the outline of his cock. Also, if you're coming in one-on-one and then you see the outline of just a beautiful
Hungarian
sculpted cock.
Was he Hungarian? Yeah.
Next thing you're skying it into the fucking nosebleeds, aren't you? Because you've got cock brain, and he knew that. Maybe
Is he Hungarian?
He's
Yeah.
Hungarian.
is he Hungarian?
He's Hungarian.
And he's white.
Oh, brother,
Have you got grey sweatpants?
Hungarian.
me?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm. Oh, have
Yeah.
you?
I have these
So
little,
it's the Nike bastards, isn't it? That's what the girls
Yeah,
want.
the classic.
I have these little yellow yokes. Now, what these are golf pants, right? But they look kind of casual, but they're really tracksuit bottoms, and everybody loves them. So, but if you look, if I'm on stage,
Oh,
you're getting your cock out.
ladies.
So
It looks like you've got a small dick that's hard.
well, don't say that on the thing. Say that off the camera. No, you don't say that. You say, whoa, that makes mine.
No, but it's not making the shape that because I think you've got an absolute weapon, mate. I think you've got an agricultural Irish cock.
I've got a big fucking...
Big head.
Big fucking thick farm
Fucking
cock.
herd the cows in
What
with
do you
that
think's
thing.
the lowest skill sport then?
Huh?
Do you mind? We're talking about his
We're
kiat.
talking about my big farm cock. You're going to try bring it away from me.
What do you think the lowest skill sport is?
Lowest skilled sport.
It's got to be one of the niche ones, hasn't it? Because less people have
What
tried
I'm
it.
saying is cycling or running. Because
Running isn't low skill.
Listen,
Oh, yeah, it is.
it is.
It is low skill.
What?
You just have to keep running.
Just, hey, just keep going and then
No,
keep
no.
Throwing the ball till it goes in.
No, running. You literally go, hey, you've got to go this far, try and do it as quick as possible. It's not like,
it a
did you
sport?
see him? He starts spinning.
Is running a sport?
Yeah, it is absolutely sport.
Yeah, but if I...
Carly's being the biggest contrarian this morning. Yeah, shite, basketball, shite.
Yeah, you...
Fucking darts.
I don't think
exceptional.
it's shite.
No.
I just think
What I find mad is that you're having a dig at basketball and then for no reason you're the white knight of running. When's the last time you went for a run?
last week I went for 5k. Santa Dash was always place.
Did you actually?
Yeah.
Because I had you down as a man now.
When was the time
I
before?
won't work. I won't
When was
really-
the time before that?
There was work in the bed, you'd sleep on the floor kind of thing.
Yeah, I won't work. I won't run for anyone.
Yeah.
You run for Santa.
Yeah, run for Zoe's place.
You ran for for the charity.
Oh, we had a great time. It was a really
You
nice
didn't do it then.
group event.
I didn't contribute one penny to
I was
that.
playing basketball for Zoe's place.
We made. I mean, you'll find out in the special how much we made, but we made a lot of money.
Yeah, well, guess what? We made fucking 35 £1,000 for medical aid
thought you were
in
gonna say
Palestine. Me and Vittorio, and you cannot believe how many people I told that on Coke on Monday night. Like, you would not believe. Do you know what I came to? 'Cause
Coked up for Palestine.
Lad, I blacked out for a few hours, right, between the kind of the hours of about 1:30 and 7 o'clock in the morning. And I came back to consciousness in the middle of a full-blown, in a person's apartment I'd never been in, just me and him, and just being like, what Israel is doing is wrong. I came to consciousness right in the middle of it.
Was he Jewish?
Huh? No, he wasn't.
Were you saying this to him?
I was saying to him, I was like, what Israel doing is wrong. And he's kind of looking at me and he's like,
When are we going to fuck?
He's like, do you want another whiskey or something? I was like, yes, now. The time's near. You know, I'm still thinking around the 12 pubs, now. And then I had to wake up. So when you wake up the next day in someone else's house, and you're just like, oh, and you're kind of, and you hear them in the kitchen, and you're like, you don't know them well enough to be like, so you have to come out and just say, hey. I was like, how are things? He's like, oh, you all right now? And I was like, was I not all right last night? Oh yeah, no, I'm good. Yeah. And he like gave me some Ribena, and I went home. And then yesterday I watched Bridget Jones.
Oh.
Bridget Jones, Edge of Reason, and Notting Hill.
Wow.
I just went fucking all in 100% Hugh Grant.
Just you?
No. There was different people with me at different times, different ones of my roommates. But let me tell you this: Bridget Jones, the first one, beautiful film.
Isn't she meant to be overweight and she's like a size 8?
Yeah.
It's absolutely mental. She just has tits, and people are like, "Fat bitch." Like, literally, in the movie, she is like the sexiest Renee Zellweger has ever been.
Yeah, she's gorgeous. Oh, she's a bit overweight. Like,
she has
no.
tits and a bum. That's it. She's gorgeous. And everyone's like, who's this fat whore? Get away from me, fatty. Here's some biscuits, you cunt. Like, it's
I
mental.
haven't seen that for a while.
Lad, let me tell you, beautiful film. We had tried to, because I was there with my roommate, I was like, well, I'll just be easy watching. First she says, Mamma Mia. So I was like, I'd never seen it. So put it on 5 minutes. Unwatchable.
Thank you.
Shite.
Terrible.
It's the worst film ever
Lad,
made.
I was 5 minutes in and I just looked at her and I was so fragile at this point. I have so many memories of humiliating myself from the night before. I can't listen to honey, it just starts. I was like, good God.
But
this
Mamma
stinks.
Mia, they break into song.
Yeah.
The cinematography gives you jaundice. They've hiked up the colours on it.
Sunny.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's so painful.
It's the worst film. I actually
it's
think
not.
I've just had an idea. Sorry to.
By the way, if you're 55 and you're a woman, of course you love it.
Yeah.
It's for
Can we
you.
do a hate watch film club week where we hate the films? Because that'd be great. Do you know one of the worst films I've made? I have to agree.
But Mamma Mia, like it almost made me just go, stop, like just atrocious. And the way they're dancing around and everything, I was like, you all stink. You're all bad actresses.
Pierce Brosnan ruins it. He's fucking up. He's James Bond fucks
it's
it.
well ruined before that.
Brosnan comes. I didn't even get to Brosnan.
Brosnan's
coming
in it.
I mean, I do love. He's an Irish.
Yeah, but he
an
ruins
Irish king.
himself.
You missed
like,
out. You missed out. You should have
didn't.
carried on.
Hey, so you did
Right.
Bridget Jones, the OG,
So I
which
did.
is a good film.
Yeah.
film, though.
So Bridget Jones, the OG, great film. I'll tell you what. 2 moments in the movie, I was in absolute floods of tears. Now I was very fragile at the time, but the moment where I'll try not to get emotional even repeating it, but because Colin Firth is so like just stoic and but he has these
So good at that,
But he
yeah.
has these beautiful like brown eyes that without moving his face, he portrays so much like longing and want and like pain that he can't express himself. And so Bridget Jones thinks he hates him, and she's been shagging Hugh Grant, who'd stick it in the crack in the wall. The guy, one of the biggest. You know what I mean?
Which is beautifully cast, isn't it? 'Cause Hugh Grant famously is that guy.
That's right. But before that, Hugh Grant had always played the whoopsie daisies. I thought I might if you would, but we can't. If maybe we would try. Just repeating things, and the nicest guy that ever lived. And then he's in this, and he's just fucking. Do you know what I mean?
He's a bad guy.
Oh yeah, he'd get on top of a rusty nail and ride it. So he's just so horny. But so she's shagging him, and of course he's.
We're doing film club of Bridget Jones.
That's right.
This is nice, isn't it?
Out Friday.
But so
Yesterday.
he's this obviously suave, cum-filled fucker and everything, and then Firth is just wearing these stupid Christmas jumpers and one of the most miserable cunts ever committed to cinema. And then at one point she thinks he hates her, and she's leaving, and she's made a fool of herself once again, and everyone's been fat whore, just stupid fat bitch. It's incredibly how badly she's
mad,
treated.
innit?
It's mad. You fat slag, out you go. Take some biscuits, bitch. So anyway, she's heading out with some yoke, and Colin Firth like trundles on down right after, and then she goes, oh, what do you want to say now? She's just like, I'm sick of you taking glee in me being embarrassed or something. He's like, well, you said, well, the thing is, I like you, and it's just like
Your
just
accents are
those
really
words.
good.
Huh?
Your British accent's really good.
He's been living with the enemy for a while.
I like you. And she was like, you like me? But she's like, but I'm an idiot. I'm a fat, stupid bitch.
I'm always eating biscuits.
I'm
Look at my big knickers.
and look at my fat knickers, and I'm addicted to Pringles, and there's no way for me to, and I've always made a fool of myself, and I smoke and I drink too much and I fart on children and
Good luck making this
yeah.
trailer.
and then he just goes, he said, I know all that, and I like you just the way you are.
He knows all that.
Yeah.
I fought on children. I
Yeah.
know.
Yes, I know
You
you.
want in love, innit? You want someone that knows you fought on children
Yeah.
and accepts it.
I know you shit in the mouth of little people and try to steal from old Indian women. I know that, and
He might have been Indian.
He is going a bit more Indian, isn't he? I
you're
know.
trying to steal from these Indian women.
Hey,
There we go. It had to come out at some
It was
point.
coming out.
I
But
know you're still from
By the
Indian.
way, I'm dying to watch the Mike Rice's remake of Bridget Jones.
lads,
Is that verbatim, by the way? He says them things.
no, he don't. I mean, I'm obviously, I think so. Yeah, verbatim. That's the script. I learned it. Richard Curtis, great writer. So you said you have been shitting in the mouths of orphans, and I cannot get enough. No, but it's the way that he reluctantly tells her. It's so hard for him to tell her that he likes her. Painful.
Yeah.
And when he says it and look in her face, I was bawling, crying. Now, at the time, my roommate was there as well, and she is a very like beautiful friend who was there. And I was like, this is great that she'll see me crying at this.
Yeah,
Because
covered,
I'll be
covered
like,
in Pringle dust. He's so vulnerable.
but I honestly did, because I don't know about you now, and you tell me about it. Like, and sometimes this last year I was on stronger antidepressants, so I couldn't cry. And it does, you can't cry at all. You can't
Cry
cry.
or come.
That's so
Cry or
poetic.
come. Do you know what? It's terrible because
Can't cry, won't come.
Ainsley Harrier toaster.
I would love to watch that as well.
but when you cry, I don't know about ye, but like I feel like I'm like a little Irish poem. You know what I mean? I'm an angel. Do you know what I mean? I do feel like I'm like, good Lord.
Now,
There's a lot
we were
of-
talking about this recently because
Do you know what I mean?
I caught myself off guard and watched Meet Joe Black a little short of sleep.
Whoa.
And I went from when your eyes are leaking, you're like, oh, look at me, I'm crying.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
And then tried to hold in the full sob. And in trying to hold it in, it was almost like, when you're pissing and you go, just to see if you've got the bladder control.
Yeah.
Try and stop pissing mid-flow and your dick's like, you will explode all over the bathroom. I tried to hold in the sob and it just intensified the eventual sob.
Yeah.
And I went, and had to let it all out. I have never cried like that.
Oh.
Where were you in the cry scale? Was this just a bit of a leaky eyes? Or was this a full, did it catch you?
No, it caught me. So first it was like, it was leaking down my thing. And then,
Face is the word.
leaking
you're
down my
looking for.
cock, my tears. And my face, obviously. So it's leaking down my face. And then that was that part. But then, and I was properly crying for that. But then there's a part, Bridget Jones's mother has left her father for this like fucking like suave game show man who's like shagging her up the arse and stuff. I don't know where he's shagging her, but that's what I was. But she's like, he's slipping it in unexpectedly. She says that at one point. I was like, that sounds like he's raping you. But whatever. It was a different time. It was 2002. It was a different time. There is also, and I'll get to Notting Hill, but in it, right? So then the wife, Bridget Jones's the mother, comes back to the father, and she's like, and he's been like heartbroken, like living his own, all his plates
Jim
everywhere.
Broadbent, innit?
Jim Broadbent, and he's amazing,
So lovable.
and he's so lovely, and he's sitting there and really sad, and she goes, I was just wondering if maybe you'd give me another chance. And then he was there and he was tearing up. He's like, I'm not sure I can. Because she's left him to be shagged up the arse by this other fella. And then she goes, I guess all I wanted was for you to pay more attention to me. You used to be so mad about me. And you then see them both tearing up. And I was bawling. I was just like, no.
It's a subplot that you.
I was no. Lad.
What are you crying for? For the marriage you're not in 30 years or something?
Yeah.
What is connect? Like I got with Meet Joe Black. It's someone old saying goodbye to his daughters. That's an easy jump for me.
Yeah.
Because I've got a daughter. How are you getting upset about a marriage that is 25 years down the line?
I have
It connected.
psychotic amount of empathy. I have. It's unbelievable.
I appreciate you too much.
I could drag. Yeah, as if someone treated a stone badly, I might be upset.
Who'd you feel sorry for the most?
Huh? Adam Rowe. Will he ever find happiness?
I think he's got it.
Let's hope so.
No, so that made me just soak up because it's your mother. Imagine seeing your mother crying. Do you know what I mean? Now I have seen, we probably most of us have, but do you know what I mean? A heartbroken old man.
Yeah, but
You'd write a song about that.
Not after getting shagged in the arse.
Ah, come on! Everyone makes mistakes.
Oh, he's a game show host.
He's a game show host.
2002. It's a different time.
You're telling me you wouldn't let Bradley slip it in?
Is he like Forsyth or Walsh?
Huh?
What kind of?
I would say he's
Stephen Mulder.
no, he's more even no, because he's a stockier, fake tanned. What was your man?
Nick Knowles.
Yeah, like that.
Dom Jolly.
Bit of Noel Edmonds kind of as well, like the hair. A little bit of a creepy vibe to him. So that had me bawling. Then we watched the second Bridget Jones, which is dog shit.
Is she fat in that as well?
She's fatter in that one, and I will give it the right about her in the second one.
Is that the one where Hugh Grant they have the fight?
Huh?
Is that the fight?
They do the fight in both because they need a recurring.
Right,
The fight
okay,
went
yeah.
down so well with everyone. They have the fight in the second as well. But in the second one, then she's in Thailand, and there's these scenes where she's just like in jail with all these Thai women, and they're all singing like a virgin, and it's good gravy, but it's like you're looking
Doesn't
back.
save the film.
You're like, the first film, they seem to be pro-rape. Now they're having a go at the Thai people.
They always go to Thailand, don't like the Hangover went to Thailand.
Yeah.
Is that like the sequel? Let's go to Thailand.
I think some part of it is like, listen, people are going to like hearing people sound, no offense, but sound a little funny. We don't have any fresh ideas. Bring them to Thailand. Get the Thai people singing a few songs we know in a Thai accent, and that's going to be good gravy. Remember the first time I came on here, I was doing, I don't want to do it. You remember? Fucking
And then we went to
Dawson's
India.
Creek.
Yeah, so.
And he went to India.
shit, yeah.
Just
On
listen,
the back of that.
Just clip this out when we definitely go
Yeah.
to Thailand in 3 years.
Sing. There's these this Christmas album that Vittorio's girlfriend has, which is just a guy in an Indian accent singing all the Christmas
I'm going to
tunes.
show you something wonderful later.
Do you know it?
Mate, you're literally...
Jingle bells, rock.
Can I play one? Do you know?
Carl's
It's so good.
Spotify Wrapped at the end of 2025 is going to be
Can I not just play
culturally
My Heart Will
inappropriate.
Go On just a little bit?
No,
Just a little bit.
don't focus.
No, Carl, no.
Don't get us taken.
Oh, lad. That's good for the soul, though, hearing that shit. You're like, God,
YouTube will love it.
this is
Get
fucking
3
gorgeous.
seconds.
But Notting Hill. But Notting Hill you enjoyed.
Oh, like, Notting Hill then, return to form, Notting Hill. Hugh Grant being a fucking idiot. The Welsh guy, Ray Stephens, who's like, why don't you try slip it in her? Try to slip it in her. And you're like, again, lad, you're suggesting rape. You can't be, I'm not joking. There's a few of the things you're like, because Julia Roberts is in the bed upstairs, and then Hugh Grant, of course, I'll take the couch because marmalade and we must brown bread, sleep on the couch. And then so he goes down to sleep on the couch, and then your man Ray Stevens goes like, what are you doing? He's like, go up there, try to slip it in her. And you're like,
That's a Welsh accent, everyone. Just
It's a
in case you're
Welsh
worried
accent.
that we've hit our quota.
that is Welsh, so I'm not being offensive anymore.
Is it, Finn?
It's borderline.
Oh, he's...
Come on.
I know, he's fine.
What am I like? I'm mental. I'm a flatmate. I've got fucking...
I'm absolutely mental.
I've got snorkeling
on.
gear on.
That's right.
I'm having my cornflakes with snorkeling gear. I'm mad.
Yeah.
Where's that from? What kind of Welsh accent's that?
That's south.
South.
Zealand's is north.
But he is fucking, he is great in it.
That's my North Wales.
They talk like this.
Go on, sorry, go on, we're getting off there.
Wait, no. But see, my head is like a bag of scrambled eggs right now. So once I'm knocked off, I need some sprinkles.
How come you went for Notting Hill and not Bridget Jones 3?
Because after Bridget Jones 2, I said this is only going one way, and that's straight into.
There's a new one coming out. I thought you might have been doing a recap to go and watch the new one.
No, do you know what? Bridget Jones can fuck off now. And by the second one, I was like, yeah, do you know what? They were right. She's fat.
Is
I'm
it
not
Renee
watching this
Zellweger in the
anymore.
new one? Because she's had a lot of work done, hasn't she? She
Yeah.
doesn't look like the girl next door that she
She is
used
in
to.
the new one.
No, to be fair, she's gorgeous in all of them. And her English accent, I can't tell, but in my mind,
Oh, it's spot on.
I think she's fucking nailing it. I said, fair fucks to you, you're beaut. But I will say with the Bridget Jones thing, do you know the way she's like a mess in the whole thing? But you found that, and you might have something like this, do you know that thing? Do you remember in Good Will Hunting where fucking Robin Williams starts talking about his wife farting in her sleep?
Yeah.
Is that
So
on
what
the
I mean?
ben- on the bench?
I think they could have been on the bench, and he's just like, she'd wake her up with her own farts. And then he was like, and he's just like, that's the good stuff, man. That's what you love. And I was thinking, when I was going out with my ex, she used to do this thing where at night, and I didn't know for ages, she never told me she farted, right?
They all do.
But at night, every time right before we go to bed, she'd put her head there on my shoulder, and she just let out a little flurry of farts, silent farts, right? Wouldn't say anything to me, but then the smell would just come up from underneath the covers, straight into my face. And this is how stupid I am. I swear to God, for about 3 months, I just thought her head smelled like shit. I swear to God. And only at night. I genuinely had the thought,
Mike, why do you keep buying me new shampoo?
why do you keep buying me new shampoo, Mike, and trying to slip it in my jacksie? I thought her head smelled like shit, but only at night. And I remember saying it to people. They were like, how's it going, the relationship? I was like, it's going well, but like her head gets really smelly at night. I don't even know what's happening with it. And like finally, like in a kind of vulnerable moment, like when she like was like, She's like, just so I know, she's like, I've been farting, you know, like just.
Oh, thank fuck.
I know, I was still so dumb. I was like, out your head. I was like, and then she was like, no,
Me ass.
my bum, yeah. And I was like, oh yeah, fucking idiot.
Oh my
Or
God.
heads. Oh yeah,
Right.
a smelly head, lad.
Beautifully done. You've seen us into the break. Very
Oh, and the other thing then, her arse smelled unbelievable, so the confusion. Anyway,
nicely.
whatever.
Let's have a little break.
Whatever.
Just mull it all over.
Good night.
Hello, everyone. Now it's time to tell you about my absolute favourite sponsor. It's Love Honey, the world's biggest online sex store with costumes and all sorts. But my God, they do wands, don't they, Carl?
Oh, like Ollivander, mate. You can get this fella here. The 1-2, power is pleasure. And I don't know where this goes, but it goes somewhere fun.
We've just tried it on our crotch, and my God, it feels nice.
And it's got a setting. It feels like a Morse code setting. Let's turn it on for you. So you can basically set it to like whatever you want it to say. Fuck my pussy.
There you go.
That's what it's saying right now.
God,
Morse
if I
code.
had a clip for the day. And also, if you're on the move, you know, you're a busy businesswoman. We've got the
Or man with a clit.
Yeah. You've got the mini wand. It's like USB connected, and you can, you know, I mean, this is just, if you're on the travels and you need to have a quick,
The 1040 to Tamworth, what I need to sort me pussy out.
because she's going to Tamworth, because that's, you know, a big business hub.
1040, she's late for work as well.
What's your New Year's resolution? It should be to come more.
Come more. That was mine anyway for the last 10 years, and I've hit it most years.
All right, okay.
Yeah,
And now,
I did 412 comes this year.
that is decent numbers, isn't it?
More than one cum a day.
But you've got to think about your partner, and that's where Love Honey come in. Use code word AFF-word20 for 20% off site-wide.
Which is insane. You can spend £1,000 and get how much off then?
20%.
£200.
That's like, it's 1/5, isn't it? Like, come
So
on.
if you want to get £1,000 worth of bumhole inspectors, you'll save £200.
Listen, you've done your Christmas presents. What about New Year's? Get on the 1-2.
Shove this up someone's ass in 2025.
Welcome back to part
Nice.
2 of 4. If you're enjoying this episode of the Have a Word podcast, you should sign up to our Patreon, patreon.com/haveawordpod. Join one of the 28,500 lids in the Lid Army. You get an exclusive episode every Wednesday. Me, Adam, Carl, and the lads.
I'm Finn.
He's the lads.
He's involved in
You
the
also
lads.
get the early release of the public episode, so you're no longer a pube. You're one of the lids. The back catalogue of all the specials. And if you enjoyed the insane amount of film talk that we managed to do in the first section, there's also
Film club,
Harry, Finn, and
baby.
Carl's Fin Club,
Phil.
amongst other stuff.
We've got India coming out in the next couple of months, and I've just showed you a little video. That is a snippet of a snippet.
Yeah.
Well, they're in for something good, aren't they?
Do you know what? And you told me it had made Ishan cry.
Yeah.
So then was trying too hard to cry while watching it. Because I was like, I don't want to seem like the heartless cunt that doesn't cry at this Indian children dancing. But it looks, I mean, it's like something, it's like,
It's a movie, isn't it?
It's like a
cinema.
movie.
It's cinema, yeah. We're
And-
making cinema.
and there's nothing better than slow motion of children and women dancing. Life doesn't get much better than that.
That isn't going to be the whole special. That was just a 3-minute clip that
We
Will
also
made
did.
on the bus.
We did the farming special not that long ago, Mike. We went into your world.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know if you remember. You said, "Oh, do you want to come doing the farm special?" I said, "Yeah," and you were like, "All right, great, yeah." Next thing I see the farm special come out, not a sign of me on it.
That'd have been weird if you were
You couldn't
in
see
it without actually doing
We're
it.
actually doing it. Not sighting or sound of poor old Mike Rice. That's what I said. And you in my neck of the woods making a holy show of the sacred art of farming.
We actually tried pretty hard. I mean, we took the piss a little bit, and then the farmer seemed to get annoyed, so we toned it down a bit.
Yeah.
The farmer, they have enough on their plate with the whole
They were
inheritance
very sound.
tax.
We got some very sound farmers involved.
Yeah.
I've never felt better than in that little, what was it called?
Tractor.
It was kind of a
Like
tractor.
a JCB,
it was
wasn't it?
called something.
It was like a child
An excavator.
digger.
You know that my father used a tractor the idea of a tractor to propose to my mother.
Go on.
So he says to her, they'd been going out I think maybe like a year or something like that. And he wouldn't be able to say, I don't think he would have it in him to say, will you marry me. It's just he's not like, you know, like an older Irish man. He can't say I love you, anything like that. So he says to her, I'm thinking about buying this new tractor, but if we were maybe thinking of doing something else in the next 6 months, maybe I wouldn't buy the tractor. And maybe we'd use the money for something else.
And that was as clear as a proposal as she got.
That's right. And then she was like, what do you mean? He was like, well, sure, I think you know what I mean. And then he said the deal for the tractor, because there was a deal being done down in Duggan's down the road, where it was like, but the deal was done at 9:10 the next morning. So he said, you better let me know before 9:10 tomorrow or I'm buying the tractor. And she said, oh, well, let me think about it. He was like, right, whatever. And then he went and bought the tractor the next day.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So then she came back out the next night and she was going to say yes. But she came back out and she was like, well, did you buy that tractor? He was like, I did, yeah. And then she stormed off. Yeah.
She's most passive aggressive.
And little Mikey Rice might never have been born.
And little Mikey, this big lump of a fucking, this old deranged crow. What did I call myself earlier? A crow with the shits or something.
So how did he manage to get the tractor and the girl?
Well, so then he just went in to the house, and then my mother and my granny were sitting together by the fire, and they were just saying what a stupid cunt he is. And then
when was this? Because it sounds like it was on 1843.
This would have been just after the famine ended, so 1851. 1851, about that, during the Victorian era here. But no, so it would have been 1988. 1988, yeah.
Someone I love.
But you have to realise as well, like in Ireland,
Kilkenny.
do you know, before the internet, like Ireland, things didn't modernise in Ireland till the 90s, so it was very fucking.
A different time.
It was very.
Offers on tractors ended at 9:10.
9:10. If you don't have the tractor, you can fuck off.
Is there anything Ireland hasn't got yet?
What? It is like what, Carl?
I don't know. You said like it took to.
We don't have Greggs. We don't have Greggs. We love Greggs.
Why don't you have Greggs?
No
You
one.
have good chippies though.
Huh?
Good chippies.
Do you not have the equivalent of Greg's then?
No.
Like there's no like pasty shop.
No.
Blends.
No, there's no chain. And let me tell
No,
you.
because all the convenience stores have a fucking deli.
Yeah.
Spar make you a phenomenal takeaway.
mate,
Chip
toasties
butty
in the pub.
What's
Wow.
it? The chicken bap. What is it? Chicken roll.
Chicken bake?
No, it's a chicken fillet roll, which I have every time I get a Dublin airport. I get off there, I get a chicken fillet roll in the Spar there. Unfucking believable. So that is what we have over ye. Actually, we make shitty on that. We're shitting all over
If
you.
you're in the pub, you get a toasty. That is absolutely exceptional.
Yeah. The pub you get toasty, but every shop has a counter where you get fresh sandwiches made, like you also get a breakfast roll, which is like sausage rashers. There was a massive hit song in Ireland called Breakfast Roll. 2 rash, 2 sausage, 2 eggs, 2 puddings, 2 puddings, 1 black, 1 white. You roll it up good and tight. Massive hit. Everyone was fucking, no joke, #1 in Ireland. Just a song about a roll that you put sausages and rashers in. We couldn't believe it. Like, there was women throwing their knickers. A fella, Pat Short, big star in Ireland. But anyway, there was another massive song in Ireland just called Where's My Jumper? I was just like, where's my jumper? Where's my jumper? We couldn't believe it because we were like, sometimes I do lose my jumper.
So
Where the fuck is it?
Serica's mum's Irish.
Huh?
She's from Cork, and she used to sing that to Serica when she was a kid. And Serica always thought that was a song she just made up, and then heard it once, like in Ireland on the radio, and couldn't believe it. That song.
I know, massive, like a cultural phenomenon. Where's my jumper? Where's my jumper? And
She's not lying.
I'm not lying, but at that time, was Ireland agricultural, very jumper heavy society. Do you know what I mean?
I like Dan's jumper.
Huh? Well, you were saying that as if you don't.
Havewordpod.com.
We were saying earlier, you are like, this is the sexiest I've ever seen Dan look.
Yeah, you're looking like square.
Yeah, you look fucking hench.
Wow, this Have a Word Pod merch sweatshirts are doing a lot of the heavy lifting on that.
Yeah. But it frames you beautifully, Dan.
Thank you, man.
The Jumbo Breakfast Roll song was
Yeah.
the best-selling song in 2006 in Ireland, outselling Shakira's "Hips Don't Lie" by 500 copies.
Only 500?
Only 5. It was a tight race.
Wow.
It was
The
a tight
Irish
race.
were very split on that year.
Because we also loved in that, you know, and he's like, was he like, no fighting, no fighting at the start of Hips Don't Lie, which makes no sense. Wycliffe Jean comes in, he's just like, no fighting, and then she talks about her arse for
And you're
3
like, no,
minutes.
we love fighting.
Yeah, just no peace, no fighting, or whatever. But in Ireland, that would have hit a chord because like, lads, we do need to stop fighting. You know?
God, imagine if
And we do like breakfast
if
rolls.
Wycliffe John. Wycliffe Jean.
I think it's Wycliffe Jean.
Jean.
Oh,
It's
is
not
it?
Wycliffe Jean.
It's Wycliffe Jean.
Wycliffe Jean ended the Troubles. That would be amazing, isn't it?
Well, that's it. The Catholics and the Protestants heard no fighting, and they were like, "Jeez, do you know what?
on,
He's got
boys."
a point there, the cunt." Now let's hear about this Latin woman's hole. Anyway,
This is the easiest trailer I'm ever going to make it in my life.
what's this now? Is there's something to say here? Is there surely?
I've noticed with podcasting with Mike, if you don't get in quite forcefully, it just keeps rolling downhill.
Yeah,
So we're doing a
yeah.
question.
A question.
This is from Joe Mansbridge. Question for the pod. What would your make-a-wish be?
Right.
For me,
Yeah, you don't have to answer on behalf of anyone else. It just, you can give your personal tint on this.
but I'm not dying.
No, but I mean, one day you will be. And it's a long way away. You
Do all
live it-
people get make-a-wishes, yeah?
I think no, but maybe some awful malady
Go
hits
to
you.
the moon. I'd like to go to the moon.
Really?
I think I'd love to go to the moon, yeah.
Just circle it, or are you going to
I'm
land?
not landing, that's quite risky, innit?
Yeah.
I'd like to orbit the moon.
Right. I mean, this isn't too ridiculous now because all the internet sort of oligarchs, this is what they're into, isn't it?
Moon.
This is the sort of. This is what they do now. They can't show off with anything else apart from like
Right.
space travel.
Moon.
Moon.
I'd like...
Me, I made Facebook. Nah, moon.
No,
I'm rich now. I'm rich. Moon.
I got moon.
I think I would spend if I could like spend maybe 5 days with Roger Federer. In like 5 days with Roger Federer, like in his house and
That's a good one.
playing tennis with him. I've gotten big into tennis recently. I'm playing and
Watching it.
and I'm watching it and I just
Skill level?
like
Very high.
very high skill level.
Oh, they're all doing the same thing. They're just banging a ball over a net.
How would you ever shut up? Come on.
There's no.
I just don't believe you believe that.
I went down a tennis YouTube rabbit hole a few months ago, and there's a comedian, I don't know if you have worked with him, Josh something, who plays against like pro tennis players. He's really good at tennis.
Wow.
And it's
And he
embarrassing.
plays against like Jamie Murray. And it's like
Shit as well.
it's not as far apart as you think.
No,
He
'cause
plays against like
Hang on, you just brought Jamie Murray in as an example.
Really small range.
yeah, he's won like Grand Slam.
He's never done
doubles.
anything.
Are
He's
you
never
talking
done
about
anything on his own.
You're talking about Andy Murray though, are you?
No, Jamie's brother. He's his doubles partner.
Oh, he's his doubles partner.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, yeah, doubles. Oh, he's just shit out of doubles. What's he ever done on his Todd?
Oh,
Fuck
fucking
Jamie
hell,
Murray.
mate.
I'm coming off
Wow.
Beef for Jamie Murray.
So you've taken up. You think Jamie Murray's a freeloader,
That's, you know.
He's using the name,
right?
the Murray name.
So he's just getting in there.
5 days with Roger Federer. I really think it might get awkward after the second afternoon.
No, because I think he's very comfortable with silence, and you can tell that.
You're right. I think
You can
he's
tell-
sophisticated guy.
Yeah, look at the hair.
No, that hair, the sophistication, the artistry when he's playing. Also, he doesn't feel he needs to be yapping all the time. He doesn't make the grunting noises for people like, You don't hear
He
a
let
peep
the
out
tennis
of him.
do the talking.
Yeah.
You know when he even comes, it's just like
40 love.
He comes 40 times.
Game, set, match, Federer.
Everything's competitive.
Just leaves.
Slaps his missus like that.
yeah.
Lovely backhand.
Oh man, I
One-handed.
love that. But I imagine being around. Imagine how like lovely his house would be to have a little pool, and I feel like we play tennis, and then after we go for a little steam,
Do you want to fuck him?
little cold punch. No, I genuinely don't want to fuck
Where
him.
is family? Are you getting? Are you just?
No, they're not there.
All right.
His family are
He's
gone.
got like 4 kids.
His family have been killed in this fantasy.
Oh, shit.
So he's also a grieving. So there's also a sadness there.
Oh, you getting vulnerable?
Yeah.
You don't kill them, do you?
What? No, I don't. No, they get hit by a truck. And he survives, but he's in a wheelchair. So I have to carry him up to bed. and then we play tennis. But
More weird.
then we play tennis. Because he's in a wheelchair, I just hammer him. And I'm like, that's 3-0, you cunt. This is all.
Mike's still pissed.
This has all gotten out of hand, lads. I'm very sorry.
It's
I
a good
told
make a
you.
wish, though.
Yeah.
What is
Roger
it?
Federer's family have to die. He's in a wheelchair. Mike goes around for 5 days, sorts them out.
It's Roger Federer.
I think that's exactly what, multiple, what's Grand Slam winning tennis players need a Mike Rice to get through a horrific grieving process.
Horrific grieving process. And then I'm thinking, because we're sitting there and we're in the steam room, and then I'm like feeding him little Swiss chocolates. He's Swiss, so he'd like Swiss cheese
Lindor.
and Swiss Lindor, brother. And he's like a little cat. He's like a little cat. Or do you know, like when old people get communion at mass and they go, have you ever seen that? You didn't grow up going to Catholic church?
No,
but
I've
old,
taken communion, yeah.
old people go up like this. Yeah, we do that.
What about you?
But
Did you ever do this?
no way, brother. That's surely the sign of the devil, no?
No, that's when you go up and you don't want it.
All right. I does you're up and you're like Generation X.
Big,
You know what I mean?
big exhibit.
Yeah.
They do as well. Then you go up like that, and that means like I want
Please
to
don't
be
abuse me.
blessed.
Yeah.
I don't want to.
So the old people, it's a very tentative, aged, like.
Well, no, they just go up. I think it's because they can just get away with murder. They're close to death. And they're just like, it's a bit dirty that I put it straight in my mouth. Do you know what I mean? To the priest. And the priest has to be like, Jesus. And they've got green tongues on them. Do you know what I mean? So they haven't been taking care of Rogers.
This is why the priests go for the boys, isn't it?
Right, so that's Mike's make a wish. What's yours, Dan?
To kill Roger Federer's family. It all syncs up so nicely.
We do need someone to do that.
When I'm going to move.
What is a make-a-wish is usually, like in my head,
Swim
it's
with dolphins.
swimming with
Go to
dolphins.
Disneyland.
Oh, can you swim with anything else?
Meet John Cena.
Yeah,
Do
you
them
can swim
all
with
at
John
once.
Cena.
Yeah.
I'd love to swim with John Cena in Ellesmere Port
Yeah.
at the baths.
Yeah.
And meet a dolphin and swim with John Cena.
I'd like to wrestle a dolphin.
Oh, lad.
I could swat a dolphin.
Nah, they're smart.
What, in a,
nasty.
in
A bottlenose?
in a wrestling ring?
If he's out of water, yeah,
Oh,
you've
yeah.
a good chance.
A fish out of water.
A bottlenose.
Right.
Are they mammals?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
They are. They're the smartest. They're the smartest mammals besides humans, I believe. Dolphins?
No.
No, I've never seen them do anything that smart personally, but people say
Can't
they're
even
like,
leave the water.
huh?
They can't
Yeah.
even leave the
when,
water.
when I see one on a unicycle, I'll buy into it.
But like that's like you saying that is like a bird saying about humans, oh, they can't even fly.
But we can do everything else.
Right, yeah, but they'd be like,
They can't.
how smart they can be if we're up here shitting on their heads.
They can't drive.
Birds.
Yeah.
Yeah, but why would they even bother, lad? They're flying, aren't they? They wouldn't. Why would you try drive? You're not gonna, are you? We don't try move through the soil like a worm, do we? No, because we don't have to. We're up here having a laugh. Fuck off.
Jake Garrett says, we've got another.
Where's
Jake Garrett says, wag lids, please keep this anonymous. Simple would you rather for you. Would you rather have one ridiculously long piss and then never have to piss again, or have one huge shit and never have to shit again? Just for context, the average human shits 17 miles worth of poo across their life and spends 68 days of their existence pissing.
I like a good piss.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm dead against you here.
Both are great
it's-
if they're easy.
A good piss feels phenomenal.
I know, but it's just the fact that you have to do it 7 or 8 times a day, and
Why are you
sometimes
pissing
in
8
the
times
night.
a day?
But when you're adding your pisses up, it's not equaling one shit, is it?
Oh, it absolutely
Do you
is.
piss
Yeah,
8
yeah.
times a day? You
Oh,
might be diabetic, you know.
Or you
I
need
honestly-
a finger up your arse.
Right, well,
Or
I'll
both.
get the finger up my arse. I can be pissing 7 times a day if I'm taking in enough agua.
Agua.
Oh yeah, if I'm hydrating
Agua.
properly.
See.
Oh, how many times you pissing? And now I'm genuinely worried about my own bladder.
4 tops.
yeah,
I reckon.
Claro.
say 4.
Oh, what a privilege it is
On
to
a
be
night
young.
out, maybe more because you've broke the seal.
Yeah.
I break the seal in the morning. I have to have a piss early morning and go back to bed.
Oh, that's mental.
I'm getting up early morning shit, but I shit. I think me and Adam talk about this. I think he's similar, but I shit about 6 times a day.
Right, well now that's
colitis.
worse, isn't it?
Well,
That's
it's worse than the piss
because
thing.
you're surviving on fucking salt and vinegar.
It's not. I've always had it. I've always
You're
had it.
surviving on Pringles, brother.
No, I've always had it. I think I may have told you this before. I definitely said it on my other podcast, but my mother used to have to give me a note going to school, which was like a shitting license to let me like kite give to teachers because
Did that have to be renewed, or is it just, did it last?
my shitting license?
This hasn't been updated.
Yeah, it would have to be removed and
Like a season ticket.
you have a provisional shitting license.
No,
to
you
the
get,
full.
no, you get another
No,
go for
it
that because
doesn't
that was
deserve it.
really good.
What?
Deserve it.
002, he said.
Oh, that is very good. You need to say these things. You need to say that louder.
You need to wait for
You
a
need
gap.
to say that louder. You can't be whispering gold underneath the carpet.
Right. That's what he used to do. He now does it loud.
Yeah.
I'm just doing the quiet ones.
The gaps with loud.
For the real fans here.
Yeah.
And they're like, another butte by Finn.
For me,
Yeah. Another beautiful whisper by Finn.
one plop a day, sometimes one plop every other day. There's a satisfaction to it. There's a man at work, a good day's work.
Don't you poo every day?
Ah, come on, Dan.
I
Dan.
just can't fit in my schedule with all this pissing.
Sit down and do both. It's not better
That's
than
what I do.
Yeah, I sit down all the time now because of my toilet.
So what are you taking? What are you taking in this?
One big poo.
Right.
I'm doing the pissing.
Yeah.
I'm doing the pissing because
can
I
do
love a
one
shit.
bad poo.
I love a
One
shit.
big poo because you don't have a bad piss.
No,
There's times where shitting is bad.
and inconvenient.
But it's always fun.
Problematic poos.
And
How
it's
do you
always
plumb
exciting.
that though?
Huh?
Like the long piss, you can piss down a drain for
It's magic,
ages.
Harry. It's a would you rather.
No, if you have to do a 65 like yard poo,
Yeah.
like my toilet
Dan Marino.
doesn't.
I'd
can't
poo
handle that.
outside then.
Oh, you've got to take yourself off into the forest.
You'd have to go to
I
the
just-
woods.
it walk-
Oh,
straight line.
exactly.
Yeah.
That is not something you're doing at home. You
Right.
like a Viking burial. You just have to wander off.
Yeah, I'd poo in like a
Yeah.
gutter.
The Himalayas probably. You'd want to go to have a Sherpa with you kind of thing. And him
like
kind of...
ayahuasca.
Yes.
Yeah.
And him coming behind you kind
He's
of
got your
gathering the
bags
poo.
because you're bloated.
Yeah.
Right, we'll do some advice.
Yeah.
And then... Oh, it's been such a silly one. We knew it would be.
I'll solve your problems. I'll tell you the best thing to do. If you want to do it, you'll be fine. If you don't, you might do time.
Sup?
Agony Adam.
Fuck y'all. Y'all go suck it. Y'all go suck my... Hey.
Gary says, yes, Lids, need some advice. Me and my wife got married 5 years ago and have been together since we were 23. I found out shortly after the wedding that she had cheated on me once about a year into dating. We had a big argument but decided we were meant to be together. Here's the thing. She gave me a hall pass that I was allowed to use as a way to say sorry. I didn't think it would ever be something I'd use, but recently in my office there's a new lady who is about 10 years older than me, very flirty, and something in me just wants to have a go of her. Am I a dickhead if I use my hall pass, or was that just given to me in vain? Let me know, fellas, and that's from Gary.
3 lefts make a right, 2 wrongs do not.
Clip it.
Nice.
No, you shouldn't. You shouldn't do it.
What if it's... Oh, come on.
No,
She
because then
didn't mean that.
You
She
don't
didn't
know
mean the
that.
hall pass.
It's an oral contract.
Here we go now. Listen up now here, brothers.
is it hall pass or hall pass?
Oh, it's not.
hall pass.
Are you thinking it said hole pass?
No, hall.
All right, whore pass. I thought you said hole pass.
That's also
That's
useful.
even worse.
Nothing better than a racy Tracy. There was a woman at Laura's work, and she must have been late 40s.
Yeah.
In great nick.
Great, Nick.
A sexual woman.
Mint condition.
Yeah.
Oh, and a perm. Still rocking the perm.
Wow.
She hit the heights in the late 80s, got that perm.
Chrome wheeled
and
wheelchair.
And rolled with it. And I tell you what, if I was a single man in that, apparently had a penchant for the younger members of staff.
Yeah.
Get round to Christmas do. Racy Tracy's throwing it out there.
You with Laura?
Well, obviously, I just appreciate the female form in all its permed wonder.
That's
But
right.
I could see it if I was a younger man in that office, a single younger man, and Racy Tracy was like double drop the
Racist
HRT.
Tracy?
Racy Tracy.
It got cut
It's
out, so I said,
important that it's racy, not racist.
Yeah. Although
Fuck her, but never get her going on immigration.
There's an issue there of the cheating a year in. That would be kind of a massive like bombshell.
Yeah, but
wouldn't
now
it?
they're married. Like, what do they?
Yeah, but that's
do?
what I mean. Then you're going. I'd be doubting everything
all
they've
a
ever
lie?
said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but also, and this was made, and this is what where Finn is correct here. I don't know if you saw that show White Lotus.
Yeah. Well,
the,
just had to watch that. Watch the end of it.
the second season anyway. But the basic thing was this girl was with her husband and she knows he's a big rotten cheating fucker, but she loves him and they've kids. That's it. But she just has to find a way. She's like, I just get my own back and I make sure I'm never a victim and I'll go get even myself. And then I never feel like I'm being...
And how does she do it?
by sucking the kyock off his mates. Now, what I would say is this guy, what's happened here, she's cheated, it's uneven. He needs to even the score, bin a hall pass, take this one into the toilets, disable toilets preferably if it was what I'd want, and give her a right little rattle, slap the howl off her, have a great old time, and then say, "Do you know what? 1-1. Let's move on, brother."
I mean, it will be the end of your marriage because that hall pass is an absolute load of made-up shite
You don't
that
tell
will get
her.
thrown back in your face.
You don't tell her.
Oh,
If she-
so you're saying
Yeah.
take
Yeah.
the hall pass as like a sort of
Yeah.
a confirmation, but
Complete. And I've seen this done before. So like, look, if you've got one, go do it. Don't tell me anything about it. Just that's your little dance I'm giving you.
if you stop banging that around. If you were with someone for 5 years and you're just about to get married and she comes to you and says, "Finn, this is awful, but I need to say this because I can't marry you without telling you this.
Yeah.
But a year in, I got pissed. It was stupid. I regretted it instantly, and I should have told you then. But I can't marry you without telling you."
That's
Would that
selfish,
be
though.
the end? Would that be the end of that?
Yeah, I think so.
Would you rather know though?
Yeah.
No, that's selfish. That's, I want to unburden myself by ruining your life.
No, but,
but
I
it's-
suppose the selfish act has already happened,
Yeah,
hasn't
but
it?
don't tell them. If you still love them, what's the point in telling
Oh, so
them?
where would you be with that? Would you rather not know?
No. Why? Oh, you feel better now by unburdening
No,
yourself?
no,
Well,
but
I now feel worse.
so you would
Yeah, don't
rather
tell
just
me.
marry and not know?
Absolutely, yeah.
Nah, I'd rather know. Definitely.
For why? If they were
For
never,
why?
if they were never doing it again, and it was like, as you're saying, one mistake,
Oh, hot, Finn.
for what reason?
For
Because
Why?
it's just it's honesty, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's a lack of honesty there. That's a big thing.
No,
to
but
not
I'm
be
saying,
honest
if
about.
what we're saying is it was one mistake. This isn't me like owning up to doing this, by the way. It seems like it, doesn't it? If it was one mistake and they'd never do it again, what is the point in them telling you?
Just because otherwise they're hiding something from you forever.
You would never know.
I have to say, Carl, you sort of do want to know, really, don't you? Surely,
Yeah. Want
you
to know.
want to know. By the way, this can't be like whipped out the night before the wedding, like all cards on the table. I need to tell you something because that even if I could forgive it, the wedding's not happening the next day. I'm not going. Shit, you saw how many dick? What, like I can't then marry. Maybe I could forgive.
Moments of weakness, like what was it, 4 years ago?
That's really surprises me. You've taken this stance. I
No,
thought you'd
because-
want to know everything.
No, because I think it's selfish to be like, oh, your life's now fucked. I feel better though.
No, but I don't know if that is what's happening necessarily. I do understand they're getting a guilty thing off their
Why
chest.
are you telling the person you've done it? What is the why?
because you feel like you're betraying. You're keeping on the betrayal.
Yeah, but the only outcomes are they break up with you, which is what you would want to do, or you make that person feel like shit. There's no good outcome.
No, there is a good outcome.
Yeah.
They know everything and they forgive you, and you get to move forward honestly.
Unlikely though, isn't it?
I don't know. Some people are going to draw the line in the sand in different places.
Colleen Rooney, brother. She takes
yeah,
it.
Colleen
She takes the
Rooney.
money, yeah.
yeah.
She takes the cash. John Terry's. There's a lot of women now who I think, if there's enough money now, the Patreon money coming in,
I say
you
if
could-
Laura, I mean
That's it.
we've been together 10, nearly 11 years. If she turned around and went, "I've just got to let you know, I sucked off Jeff after about 12 months of us seeing each other," I don't think that would it
You'd
be
be
the end.
pissed off. She told you. You'd be like, "What have you told me now for?
Right.
Why have you unburdened yourself? Make me feel like
Well,
shit."
10 years, I think.
You're
There
not
has to
breaking
be.
up with her. You're not leaving her. All you should have done is introduce something shit to the marriage that you didn't need to.
Maybe I would want a hall pass. Yeah. We need to start employing divorcee 49-year-olds in this office. We need a Racy Tracy, and then I'm taking a hall pass.
Right.
The thing is with Racy Tracy, I'm now older and she's basically my age. She's just a woman my age. She's an older woman. She's 2 years my senior.
Yeah.
Don't know, man. I've genuine advice. You can't use a hall pass, cheat on your missus and be like 1-1
No.
because it won't stand up in marital court.
I'd be interested to see what people say.
Should we put this to a
Comment.
vote?
Yeah, comment.
Yeah.
Comment. The one with the highest likes is the
What
right
are
one.
what are the two?
So the options are you'd rather know or you'd
Take
rather
it
not
to the
know.
grave
Yeah.
or find out.
Right. But also, on the scale of the hall pass,
But there's two votes here, isn't there? There's the were you right to admit it, and what's my man Gary doing?
yeah, what I'm saying is to Gaza, I think if the situation is, hey, listen, you've got one, go do it whenever you do it, I don't want to know about it. Then I say, hey, listen, go dance with the devil. Go, put some sunlight on your face. Get give yourself a beautiful, dirty, naughty jizz, and then
But this is a private, secret,
That's
dirty
right,
issue.
because if it's a thing of like, okay, you've got a hall pass, but you have to tell me, you know you're gonna be fucking taking a shit in the soup then. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know that's not gonna fucking.
Hall pass
you know,
is meaningless.
I know. If you're gonna do it, I wouldn't do it with this older lady from work because I feel like
that's too close to home.
Yeah.
You're talking get away, get to Spain, get to Cyprus, get someone who is not fully able to walk. No, I'm joking.
Shag an old Cypriot woman.
Mate, we cannot keep doing
I
that.
know. Even as I was saying at that time, I was like, enough. I've overcooked the goose here. And I apologize. I apologize. I have a head full of spiders. I'm not well.
Don't use that hall pass. Do not use it.
Right.
It's a what?
Especially if your marriage, if you are happy right now in the marriage, then why even
Why didn't you tell them?
throw the cat amongst the pigeons? You know what I mean?
I could forgive. But
Yeah, so here's the question: would you rather she told you and you forgave her, or she never told you?
no, you're right. Absolutely right. I don't want to know fucking anything.
Early doors, you'd be like, yeah, well, fucking hell, this is based on nothing. But if you put 11 years in with Laura,
Yeah.
you're like, why have you told
Stop
me?
kissing my children with
What's
that
the fucking
dirty mouth.
point of that?
Yeah.
Would part of it turn you on? That's the question. Would part of it?
Absolutely. If he was Puerto Rican.
But is there any part in you that would have a little bit of a cock in you? You know what I mean? That I think there's part of me that just kind of.
That's a lane, isn't it? There's a poem where nothing actually happens in the thing. The wife comes home and goes, "Let me just tell you what I was doing tonight. I was getting railed by Jeff and
Big
Jonathan." Jeff and
and Jonathan.
Yeah, you can never have a threesome with two guys where there's alliteration.
Right.
Jeff and Johnny. And the husband's
What's her
like,
name?
God, you're a dirty girl, aren't you? Tell me everything. And she was like, right, we went to Wimpy.
Yeah.
Yeah, got me the value meal, and then took me back to a Premier Inn, one of the new ones, with the modern,
Yeah.
updated furnishings.
This is porn you watch.
And then she absolutely railed me. The husband's like, "Oh, you're dirty." Innit? I was the wimpy, and she was like, decent.
And then
Decent.
they have sex.
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah. Or he's just.
Just telling the story of the betrayal is like is the kink.
But you're so jealous, and it's so wrong that it goes to the other side into evil horniness. Like, and then did he lick your bottom, you dirty little idiot? And then she's like, he did, and you're like, oh God, you've the belt around your neck.
It's funny because I've never ever seen Irish porn. Literally, of all the porn I've ever watched, never once have I heard it.
There was a woman a while ago that came to Ireland and tried to corrupt the men of rural Ireland, and she went around.
And she was burnt at the stake.
I don't think she ever left Ireland. But she was going around shagging all these farmers and lads, and it ended up going on camera, and there was such a fucking scandal over it. The Irish people are very weird about sex. Do you know what I mean? Like, that is just completely. If you even said the word sex around my mother, she'd hit you with a frying pan.
Which is another lane of porn now.
Yeah, which is another
The
its
Irish
own
frying
thing.
pan.
And you're like, harder, you devil. Go on. No.
Right, well, what's the vote then? We'll put it to the people.
Yeah. Is it? Would you rather know or not know? That's the main bit, isn't it? Of what.
So
we're
if your
talking about.
partner had cheated way back when.
The context needs to be there's time.
Yeah,
not just early doors.
It's 5 years ago. I'll be interested to see what the votes are. Comment. All right, we'll have a break. Our guest is on the way.
What's happening, lads? Time to tell you yet again about our OG day one sponsor, manscaped.com. Promo code WORD20 for 20% off everything and free worldwide shipping. What are we focusing on this week? It's the Chairman Pro. And right now, the Chairman Pro package is available. And you can get this, which is an electric foil shaver for your face, and you can also get the aftershave serum and the shaving gel to go along with it. And that is on top of all the other brilliant products that they do, like...
Oh, we've got the Lawnmower Pro and all the kits with everything they do. It's the best thing you can buy a man for Christmas. Christmas is coming. Stop buying men crappy presents. Go to Manscaped. Up their ball game, up their faith game.
Christmas is coming. Your Gucci's getting hairy. Get one of these for your ugly Aunt Mary. Or your uncle.
Bars, mate. Manscaped.
Word
Get on
20.
it.
Promo code's WORD20, 20% off. So you can get the perfect Christmas present for the man, 20% cheaper than all them mugs out there that
How
don't
much
listen
is
to
the
the pod.
shipping? How much is the shipping?
Free,
mate.
worldwide, lad.
What?
Send it to Botswana if you want. Shave their balls.
That's
or
where-
face.
Is that where Auntie Mary is? Botswana?
I don't know.
Manscaped.
Nice.
And we are back. And we've got comedy's very own Gbemi Oladipo. Thanks for coming in, Gbemi.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for inviting me.
Um,
Very excited.
I only met you for the first time 3-4 months ago. It was one of the Carl's Dojo comedy nights, wasn't it?
September, I think.
Someone...
Was it Teddy's? Teddy's?
Yeah, someone didn't turn up. You came with Freddie
Fat Tony.
Quinn.
Tony?
Whoa, I don't know. And you had the gig of the night. Absolutely. Hoofed it.
It's fun.
Oh, yeah.
You did take the roof home. It was great.
I enjoyed it. So yeah, thanks for having me.
Do you venture up north much?
I do, you know. I've been up north this year, like loads. Manchester, Liverpool, back and forth. I've made it a point this year to come up north more and see if I enjoy it.
Yeah, but you.
And I do.
It's good and it pays better.
Yeah, well, I got to travel though. I'm doing it. It's more. I feel like I'm giving back to the people.
What?
Yeah.
Which
By
people?
coming up.
Us?
Huh?
Oh, the Scousers that you want to
you know,
give them the
work-
gift of your...
like a reverse Stacey Dooley in it, like the working
Right.
class whites, you know. So I feel like you need something, like, cause I see you lot, like even when I come
What do you
up
mean,
here-
you? Who's you?
you people,
Working class whites.
yeah, like
It's
you,
us.
you know, yeah, you lot, you need like. So I feel like it's my duty to come up and give back, and I feel like I've done that.
enrich their lives.
Enrich your lives,
with
because you lack a
colourful
lot.
Beminess. Yeah.
I don't think London has ever perceived me gigging in London the same way. I
No,
don't
no,
think like,
no,
Oh,
I-
how
I-
lovely. He's come all
No,
the way
that's
from
different.
the north.
Like, also, when I come up here, it's like me giving back. But when you come down, it's like a sort of make a wish sort of thing. yeah,
it is, yeah.
It's the opposite.
Yeah, I can
So,
see it in their fucking
Yeah.
faces. I hated gigging in London when I was starting out. I hated it. I
Yeah?
felt like such a fucking northern fuckwit coming down, and my material ripped at the Frog and Bucket on a Saturday night.
Right.
And you just got this feel at certain London gigs where like, oh, how uncouth.
Right.
Yeah.
You've ridden your livestock down the motorway. Oh, is he northern? Oh dear.
Patronising, innit?
They can be quite crass, can't they, Margaret? They can. We saw an Irishman, Mike Rice, just talking about eating his own jism. And
But they,
do that a lot.
mate, they love that though.
they
Up
love-
north.
yeah.
Do Southerners hate Northerners? Like,
No. Do you know what's funny? You say I had a chat with Jamie Hutchison about this. I think we don't care about.
That's
you lot.
weird.
I think you. It's like a one way. Because I was on Jamie just kept, you Southerners. I'm like, I've never thought about you lot at all. We don't.
I think it's our chip. It's the chip on our
you
shoulder.
got, you got a chip on your shoulder. you
Yeah,
know?
because you got Big Town.
Exactly. You know, you definitely got a potato chip on your shoulder. Man.
A potato chip on my shoulder.
Yeah.
That's a very nasty little racial dig. But
And now it's your turn.
Yeah, go on.
Go on, Mike.
yeah, well, you've something about chicken. But anyway, listen.
There you go. I mean, I didn't
As
think
if
he was
we
gonna
all
do it.
just didn't eat chicken
Yeah,
together.
that does. It was great.
Like, yeah. Everybody loves
Oh, hang
chicken.
on. There's not. We were going to Nando's anyway.
Yeah.
You
See,
didn't turn up, and then we were.
Freddie
like,
said the
"Man,
same
I'm
thing
gonna
to
love
me
that."
last, but I
Yeah.
disagree. I don't know. I've had a chat with your other guests, and I think you take them other places. That's just my opinion. But
I think it's at other places. They like going to Nando's, but it's like when you're here, it's like, okay, we're definitely going.
Oh, so you mean like there's no choice? Okay.
Right. But we have that with Londoners, Irish people, in terms of like, because you're growing up in Ireland, we're so just like England, you bastards, and it's so dominant in our head, and then we come over and most people are like, wait, who are you now?
Literally, I
What?
genuinely think I only heard about the Troubles because of you, and mainly because Victoria doesn't stop banging on.
He's
about
been
it.
whinging about it.
Yeah,
he's been whinging about
Yeah,
it.
so that's
even
it.
I'm like, lad,
It's
less
all
of it.
right.
Yeah.
Relax. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Are you from South London?
No.
Where are you from?
No. Well, I've lived in a lot of places.
Oh, really?
So, quick summary: born in London. I grew up in Newham, but in between that, when I was a kid, I went to Leicester a bit, and I was fostered like temporarily. I was brought up by this white lady in Leicester. Yeah, it's a
Really?
mad.
I
It's
nearly
actually
said
a
it.
mad
I'm
story,
sorry.
to be fair.
Felt right.
You don't know this, do you?
No, you never told me this, brother.
Yeah, really. Oh shit. Okay. basically, when there's this thing, when my dad's parents came over from Nigeria to this country, in like the 50s, 60s, they didn't have money to like look after my dad. So they put an ad in the newspaper asking someone to look after my dad, right? So this woman responded to an advert in a newspaper and said, yeah, I'll have him. So they take my dad over there. You know, she seems normal, fine. A few weeks later, they go back to see my dad. Turns out there were like loads of other kids in the house. She had like loads of her own kids. So when she applied for my
your
dad...
dad was a kid?
My dad was a kid, yeah. He was like a baby.
When you say your dad, in my head, it was your dad.
I mean, he
And
is
he was a grown man. I was like,
who wants this big black man? Yeah.
And then a white woman was like, yeah, I'll have him.
Yeah, I'll have him.
So she was just starting her own child army.
Well, basically, my grandparents didn't want anyone to look after my dad that had their own kids because they thought she wouldn't have time for him. So she lied. Apparently, the story is she kept trying to get involved in this thing because it was a big thing back then. By the way, there's movies about it. It's called there's loads of movies like Dan. What's his name? Damson Idris from Snowfall.
Yeah.
Really? No, you know who that is. No more black actors, people. Anyway, but no,
He knows Bridget Jones. I'll give him that.
We're going to have a Google.
Renee Zellweger, you know her?
You know Damson Idris. She must be.
Oh, yeah, I do know. I know his face. Yeah,
He was in what's it? Black Mirror. He was in an episode of Black Mirror
Yeah,
as well.
that's what I know him from.
Yeah, he was in Black Mirror, the one with Andrew Scott was in his one. Yeah.
Shut Up and Dance, is it?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, but he.
So
It's not Idris Elba is what you're telling me right now. You're telling me right now it is not.
I promise you.
Right.
It's not. He's like a young Idris Elba, but it's not Idris Elba.
Right.
So so then my grandparents found out that she had her own kids, so they went to take my dad away, to put him somewhere else. But in that few weeks, in that period, my dad had really like acclimatized to the environment.
He was already
he
sucking
liked it.
on
He
her,
liked it.
on her
so they were
tatas.
thinking, what a weird woman, you've lied.
Right.
But she's clearly looking after him. And then
He loves her. He loves this white woman.
So they got paranoid that, well, if we take him away now, and then give him to some other random white family, it's gonna like fuck up this little kid. So then after they spoke with her, she was like, I'm really sorry. I just really wanted to get involved and help. And I promise
she's not a bad woman.
She's not a bad woman.
A good woman.
So then,
Right.
So then my dad went back there, and then my dad grew up with like all her kids basically.
Right.
So fast forward, my dad, my mom have me. They are kind of struggling a bit financially. Same woman,
Right.
in Leicester goes, I'll have him. So yeah.
Give him here.
So then I was a kid and I went to Leicester as well as a kid. And then I grew up with the kids of the kids that my dad grew up with, if that makes sense.
That's
really weird.
Wow.
cool, huh?
It's over actually, if you want to see.
So what are we looking at here? What's the...
What'd you call her?
I call her my nan, weirdly enough. Like to me, she was more my nan than my actual grandparents, which obviously doesn't make sense. But
No, mate, I've got loads of fake aunties.
You're getting a picture.
Yeah.
And I've
Picture
famously
your
got
nan out right
fake
now.
I'll get a
uncle as
picture of
well.
her. I'll get
Right.
a picture of her.
Fake uncles
None
like
of the
porn,
news.
is it?
Robert?
I can't get any network.
It's not a
in
porn
it.
website.
But hey, no, I got a picture. I'll show you Neil when I get some network.
But Gbemi, so tell me this much, lad, because your dad, I know, is Muslim, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So he's a religious guy, but who's also...
He's not a religious guy.
But he's like a
Also.
boozy Susie also.
Yeah, my dad is he's like a Muslim version of you, kind of.
Same
Like-
as this
Of
guy.
me.
I've got the exact same Muslim dad that doesn't follow the rules.
Yeah, my dad is.
Muslim
my
dad
is
likes to
great.
party.
Yeah.
Bad Muslim.
Oh yeah, I would say, but like he, my dad. Like I've seen my dad do. Like I don't drink. Yeah, because I don't know why I don't drink. But like, as a kid, like everyone said I've got like severe ADHD.
Right.
And like they took me to the doctors and they were like, don't give him coke. So I think I just got paranoid about having anything that could like change my mood. But the one time I almost drank was literally because like I was at home. My dad gave me a can of coke. I wanted to drink it and I just had a little sniff. I was like, that ain't. And he just went, you caught it. I was like, what you put Hennessy in my can. Tried to spike me.
That's fun, dad, though.
Yeah,
With Hennessy?
yeah. My dad cannot stand the fact that I don't drink because he loves it. He's like, you can't be my son. So
Right.
he's constantly just trying to like Just,
Well, you know,
my drink,
Rooney
I
wants
can't
his
take a
kids
drink
to
from
play
my dad.
football, you know?
Literally asking for Angela with my own father. It's like disturbing. It's so disturbing.
How old were you, Gbemi, at this point?
Young. I don't even remember, just young. I was just like, that don't smell like Coke, Dad. And he's like, I'll get you next time. If it weren't for them meddling kids, it's like, I'm your kid, you weirdo. But yeah.
Your fucking Rice Krispies in the morning have got a little bit of a kick.
Yeah. Christmas, every Christmas, he'll be like, it's Christmas, I'll have a pig in a blanket.
Oh,
It's Christmas. I'll have bacon. It's Christmas, you can't say no to a pig in a blanket.
Fact.
At Christmas. I'm like, and he's like, I'll join in. Don't want to waste it. So your dad, same thing?
Exactly the same. He loved the pig in a blanket. He loved the bacon sandwich.
Oh, I love that.
And would there been a straying eye for a buxom woman?
A buxom woman?
A woman
Big
of
woman.
shape. A woman of shape.
A woman of shape.
Yes.
I guess my mom's kind of shapely.
Right. Your mother's a shapely woman.
I don't know. We ain't doing this conversation.
It's good to get that out of the way.
Move on.
What's that got to do with Islam?
Mike, no one else was thinking it.
Yeah,
We were all thinking it, and we needed to just get out of our systems. Big. Anyway,
Your dad sounds like a good night out.
yeah.
No, he is. Like, my dad is good. He's good fun.
But
He's a
so,
bit
at
nuts.
what time do your mum and dad be like, all right, enough of you and Nana there, get you back here, read the Quran and get you right?
No, I was a bit. How old was I when I came back? I was still young, maybe like 4 or 5 years old. But then every like holiday, I would always go back to Leicester.
Do you
and
remember?
go camping? Yeah, I remember loads.
Yeah.
I remember camping a lot. Literally being in the woods, fishing, doing all that shit. I remember that a lot. And actually, do you know what's weird? I went back to. So she's passed away, unfortunately, but her husband is still alive. And I went to the house last year. Going to that house was mental.
Same house?
Yeah, same house. You go in the house, it's like a museum of me. Like, there's just pictures of me and my family. They have kids, but there's more pictures of us. Well, not more, but like loads. Like, just pictures of me as a kid all around the living
You're
room.
charismatic,
Like,
though.
and I'm just looking around, and like my mom and my dad as young people and everything. Just pictures of us. And my dad's a painter as well. He could paint. So that there's like pictures that my dad painted in the house, just all of that. So it's like a little time capsule. Going back, it's bizarre. It's
Do you
very
think that's
interesting.
because you're so, like, because I do comedy with Gbemi a lot, he's very talented and it's very hard. Nobody wants to follow him because he's going around and
not true.
being Gbemi, and he's very funny. And do you think that your nan was like, this is the best kid, the most talented kid. Let's make this a shrine to him, because the other ones are probably doing nothing, right?
No, they're doing all right.
They're not, I can tell. They're not.
I love them. They're still about. Perry, Anthony, love you all. No, they're my cousins.
Are they cousins? Are they
Yeah, I call them my
brothers,
cousins. I literally
yeah.
call them my cousins, but obviously they're not.
I see. Going back to the house that you grew up
You'll
in,
find it.
totally alien to me, because we moved 3 or 4 times as we were growing up, and then obviously there was a fucking landmine went off in our family, and all those houses are so long ago. But where your mum lives is where
Yeah, formative years is in teenage years, but we moved when I was like 8.
right,
So I had me youth, I'd been a baby there, but formative years was in my mum's house now, yeah.
and back home, that's the farm that you were
Oh, we've been there for
generations.
100, I think, since the turn of the 20th century, yeah. The Rices. But I think I told you the story before, but there was a kind of a murder involved in how we got the farm. My great grandmother Kate Rice married a guy Heffernan. After 6 months, he died. After he got sick, and she fed him chicken soup. And next thing, she called her brother Patrick Rice at the time in, and the Rices took Greenridge, and we've had it ever since. Yeah. So it's real fucking, conniving little finger Game of Thrones type
How
shit.
do you even know that from 120 years ago?
Because you think my
Sit down, everyone. It's Sunday night. We're going to tell the story about the murderous Rices.
Well,
Kate Rice.
My father tells the story because Kate Rice was she was around at the time, but Heffernan was supposed to marry Anne Meany, who lives up the road.
Heffernan.
Heffernan, yeah.
Spell Heffernan.
Hefffernan.
Like a pregnant cow.
Yeah, it's very like, so a young female cow would be called a heifer,
Yeah.
which would be like a really young, hot Fuckable cow.
And a murderess's accomplice.
Yeah, exactly. An OnlyFans cow. And we'll be effort. And then, but and then that's how. But so then he was supposed to marry Anne Meany up the road, and Anne had got the wedding dress, everything, and then Kate Rice, who I don't want to say this is my flesh and blood, bit of a kind of a murderous whore, came into Jackman's eating house when he was there and kind of like came over and sat in his lap and was like, "Oh, you don't need to marry Anne Meany. I'll give you the business, you cunt." And then he was like, "Sweet mother of God." But sure, he was dancing with the devil then. He was taking the bite of the evil apple, and next thing, 6 months, he's getting put down in the ground. And the Rices have our farm. We have it to this day, yeah.
Wow.
Well, that's right, but no one ever proved murder, but my father is very much like...
It's not a cold case. It's not like you've just unearthed it.
Yeah, and it's also 1908.
That's right. But my father views her as a hero that like much like Columbus, she like came and took this land for the Rice name. Because we were from a really shit little farm on shit land in a place called Cairn in Ireland, and we were little people we were nothing people. You know what I mean? Only half men. And then Greenridge put us on the map, and that's where we are to this day. Pretty sick.
In your head, are you going back to Ireland?
Huh?
Are you going back to Ireland? Is the dream to like come over here, smash up the scene, and then
Right.
I mean, is the farm?
Return of the King.
Yeah,
I think I would have to kill Nimnog
right.
to take Greenridge, but that could be a very fun last from 50 years on in my life.
This could be a film.
Yeah. But that would be a fun quest. If I'm 50, I've done comedy for a while, made a bit of money.
Yeah.
And then it's like, now it's time to plot the murder of Nimnog. Because Nimnog runs the farm. Nimnog has all the land. So Nimnog is the heir at the minute.
Nimnog.
If this is your first episode of Have a Word, you probably want a bit of backstory. Nimnog is Mike's brother.
Yeah,
He was
that's
an
right.
absolute lunatic.
Yeah. So it would be fun, and Nimnog, because Nimnog would fight to the death as well. So it could be like, you know, it's raining, we're on the top of a hill. Yeah,
He's like Ramsay Bolton.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He is a bloodlust. There's a cruelty to him.
I love that saying. Mate.
What's funny about Gbemi and his because you got grown up in Leicester. There's a few things that are very unorthodox. You're
I got
raised
her, by the way. I
by
finally
this.
got her up if you want to see.
See your granny.
Yeah,
We'll
what,
put it
that
on the
one?
screen. Yeah.
There you go. That's me as a baby.
Looks like Paul Ince.
And
Let's have a look.
yeah. That's us.
Oh, bro, and the hairline was...
Fuck!
Oh, no.
Yeah.
But Gbemi told me something recently that I've never heard this. You tell me if you've heard it. Gbemi was the maid of honor. I'm not joking. He was the maid of honor for a wedding.
What? Yeah, it's 2020.
Yeah.
You can be a maid of honor.
Yeah, exactly.
Had you heard
Is this-
that?
I had a female best lady.
Did you?
Yeah.
How was that?
She told me that she was going to be my best lady, and then she's always been a mate, and I just couldn't be asked arguing with her. In my head, I was like, she wants to be a best woman,
But did
and
she,
I love her to bits, and she's one of my mates.
did she plan the stag?
No. I think she just wanted to say she'd been one. And then I just did utilitarianism, where you're like, she really wanted it, and I didn't care.
You didn't care enough.
So there was more positive
There
than
you
there
go.
was
How I
me.
live my life. Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as there's more joy in the world. Like, here's my example of it.
Two no's are not the same no.
Imagine
Someone
you-
could hate something, and you're
Someone
just
could
not
be
bothered.
like, about something. That makes sense.
Imagine you had a bike in your house and you didn't really care about it. It was like, oh, whatever. And someone stole that bike and they're like, shit, I want a new bike. More joy in the world.
More joy for them than loss for you.
Yeah.
Right.
That makes sense.
Net joy.
That makes sense. So,
But
okay,
you-
cool.
so how
so
were
like,
you
if
a
I
mate-
came to your house
Yeah.
and I saw something in your house that I really,
I
really
didn't-
wanted,
I was like,
but you know, I might just take the risk because of what you just said.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, never invite me to your house. I might risk it. I
For the
might,
net joy.
I might make
Yeah,
the
'cause,
decision. I might look at it and be like, well, he don't.
Demi's talked that, but like, he likes it, so.
Yeah, yeah.
But usually the quandary is it's usually in a decision, isn't it? The two people
Yeah, yeah,
disagree. Or you have different opinions.
Yeah.
And just because you disagree doesn't make those...
Alfie
it
says it,
doesn't make
doesn't
it an equal thing.
Alfie's analogy is, I want to get a bath with you. And you saying, well, I don't want to get a bath with you. Like,
Yours is the dominant preference, yeah.
Okay.
If you say no, then I'll go, well, it's not equal.
that makes sense.
So how did you end up being a maid of honor?
My friend, my best friend Courtney just called me. Bizarrely, I just never, she called me, she was like, I'm getting married. I was like, oh my God, great. She was like, yeah, so you're going to be my maid of honor. I was like, opposite of you. I was like, yo. I can't be your maid of honor. She was like, why? And I was like, well, I don't know. Homophobia, right? I can't, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's in there, I'm not gonna like, but no, she was like, yeah, like, you should. And I was like, okay, what do I have to do? But I did it. I planned.
Oh, you really were?
Yeah, I worked. Let me just set the scene. Like, Courtney is the opposite of me in every way humanly possible. Like,
Full hairline.
I will kill you. I will murder you. All right? That's it. She's a black man with a full hairline. No, she's a white, blonde, Taylor Swift addicted woman with a hairline.
Shape.
Yeah. Shape, wonderful, beautiful.
Yeah.
And she grew up in Norfolk. Just that sort of, just no similarities at all. And like, not only is she not black at points, like I'm like, she don't know nothing about. Like,
how did you become friends with her?
I met her at uni, and I used to bully her. Legit. I used to bully her. Just, I don't know, something about her, just very bullyable. So legit, like I would like, me and my mate, we used to just do like horrible things. Like would like lock her in her closet, and like there was like a little hole in the closet, and we'll get like water and like spray her, in the closet. Yeah, legit. Like hide her food. I don't know, and just do really, really mean things like that. And then one day and I think, in my mind, I was being friendly. I don't think she knew. She was like, is this nice or not? So and I think she kind of mentioned it at home, so I didn't know this. One time I was out in class and someone called me and was like, do not come back to the hostel, to the room. I was like, oh, why? He's like, Courtney's dad is here and he's looking for you. He's trying to beat you up because he thinks you're bullying her. And I was like, oh shit, okay. So yeah, that's how that started. And
you thought you were doing banter?
Yeah, but it weren't banter. It was it was mean. And then after that, I was like, I promise I'm not a bully. And then she was like,
you've had to be friends with her all this time just to...
I'll be honest, I don't like it. This is just me proving that
you were her maid of honor.
Yeah, so it's gone too far now. I was the maid of honor. When in a Hindu with
all girls,
all white women, all of them, and me.
Where did you organise the Hindu for?
So we went to a place called Tonight at Josephine's or Goodnight Josephine's. Basically, they do like parties. Basically, it's like there's like a little drag show there. So I went in there. Once again, all women and a few gays. And me. But it was cool. It was fun. Like, it was like, everyone was having a good time. Like, oh my God. So that was cool. That was cool. We went karaoke. I got a blonde wig. Put a blonde wig on,
nice.
For
that's fun
to fit in, because like obviously that's how, like, if I invited Mike to like a stag and it was all guys, for example, like all my black mates, I would want him to black up. You understand? So like, I think that would be. It's just respectful.
And he would.
Exactly. I just feel respectful to put a blonde wig on, just to fit in it. So I did that. I was like,
did any of the gay guys on the Hindu? There was gay guys on the other Hindus. Were they like? Could you tell they were like, I guess we know what?
Well, there was the guy in drag, like going around singing. Like, I don't know. I think he eyed me a bit, but he looked. I don't know. Even like I didn't like being in there. Confused me.
Like how you felt in your pants?
So that was the shortest bit, because I just wanted to get out.
Right.
Sorry. Yeah.
Have you ever felt, has there ever been a man that you felt like it might be nice to...
D'Angelo.
The singer. The music artist, that you'd be like, it might be nice to kiss him on the lips? Yeah?
D'Angelo, what does he look like?
D'Angelo,
90s.
the most beautiful man ever to exist on earth.
Let me say.
Yeah, D'Angelo. Right, there's a song he's got called How Does It Feel, untitled. It literally, fascinating story of this guy. He's released 3 albums ever in his whole life. His first album came out in 1994. It's called Brown Sugar. Second album, Voodoo, 2000. And then one more album, Black Messiah, 2014. He's ever released 3 albums. After release Voodoo, there's a song, the music video they may or may not be watching, called How Does It Feel. He's basically naked in the video.
Nice.
It's just this video where the camera's panning around his body.
Oh, yeah, he's a good
and
looking guy.
he's just so beautiful. He in his mind.
Cock shot.
Well, there's a bit in the video where
Right.
like
We see the gutters going towards the
there's
cock.
like a line.
Yeah, the line. Yeah,
the
yeah,
line there.
yeah.
And it's like going down,
Oh,
and
the
the camera
V's.
goes out,
Right.
and it just stops there.
Oh.
But you see the lines, so people call that line like the D'Angelo dip, basically, right?
Has everyone got that line? But it's just hidden under
Yeah.
top.
Yeah. But he's
Have a
look.
strong line there
He got a strong line.
behind the gun.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
mons pubis covers it if it's a bit chubby.
Exactly.
I have got a chubby Mons pubis.
But his
heavy.
lines, beautiful. So when that video came out, he would then go on tour, and he's like some neo soul artist, like very like he's all about the art. But then because of that video,
Right.
At his shows, it would just be full of women basically chucking their knickers at him, and he felt so sexually assaulted because he was so desired that it put him into a deep state of depression, and he never released an album for another 14 years because he became so stressed by the fact that women found him too sexy. You know those problems.
It can be-
We all know. You know what I mean.
I don't suffer them very much. I think that about Matt Rife. I see how the response to his clips and
I
how
get
many tickets
you.
he sells. And are they there because they love his stand-up, or are they there because they think he's beautiful? Because it
a good
looks
point.
like there's a.
I think there is. I think that is a problem I would like to have.
They're not comedy fans, though, are they?
Tickets.
They're not and it would
They'll
weaken your stuff.
become comedy fans.
Oh fuck!
Oh my god!
I need to hear one or two.
Yeah,
Yeah, man. They're right fans.
That was gay.
That was so gay.
that was horrible.
We both went real
I feel
real
we
gay.
should cut that out, but I have a feeling you won't.
It'll be
Yeah.
in the trailer, Gbemi, yeah.
Fair.
But D'Angelo,
yeah.
so he kind of caused little stir in your loins where you were like, you were like, whoa.
I don't know if. Yeah. but
Uh-oh.
I would like to be him.
In
I don't
him
know.
or actually him?
I feel like I'd like to be him. He just. I would like to look and sound like that.
So you like
I
to wear
love
his-
comedy. I love comedy.
Right.
But if I could swap talents,
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to be him. Just him.
Yeah.
No one else.
Who would you
Right.
want to be, Mike, if you could be somebody else?
Oh, maybe it would have been very fun to be Margaret Thatcher, I think.
What's the first thing you would do if you were Margaret Thatcher for
Kill
the day?
yourself.
First off, don't let Bobby Sands die on hunger strike. That'd be number one. Maybe
You're saying Vittorio goes on about
no. I don't know. I just think that to be Thatcher would be like you're the first woman, and there's all these old posh lads, and you're the boss, and you're like, pick that up, Henry, you pig. That's fun. Do you know what I mean? Where's my coffee, Graham? You know what I mean? That's how fun that would have been
But
to be
Thatcher-
Thatcher, and then just be like the Irish. Ew, disgusting. I don't trust them. She said she didn't trust the Irish as a nation.
As a nation.
She said we were.
Did she say that?
She did. She said that we were tricksters.
Oh, the
Tricksters and
original
liars.
Nigerians. Welcome.
Would you have a go?
Yeah, but you're just doing what Margaret Thatcher would know.
Lad, I'd be fudding myself silly. I'd just be like, attack Argentina now. To hell with the Falklands.
You'd have to have a Thatcher wank.
You would,
You'd
yeah.
have to have a go, wouldn't you, to see what, yeah.
But doing things that Thatcher would do anyway, wouldn't it be better to just get the cabinet together and like have a game of five-a-side? Just be like, the Prime
something
Minister
different.
wants us to have a kickabout.
Yeah. But also imagine if you were Thatcher and then you were her, but then you were just like abusing your power like a man in that time period would. Imagine just you're at the desk and you go, listen, Brian,
Okay.
if you want your policies to go through, you're having lunch down here tonight.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Lunch.
You don't think that'd be fun?
They're calling it lunch.
Minister.
Yeah.
Thatcher Snatcher. Okay, man.
Yes, brother. I just think that would be fun. Who would you?
Harry
Anyone in
Redknapp
history?
had it right.
I thought you were
Wait, what? Where are we going?
I'd be Harry Redknapp.
I'd be
Where are
Harry
we
Redknapp.
going?
Because you get a Range Rover, don't you?
I'd be Harry Redknapp. Everyone loves Harry Redknapp. Just play inventive attacking football and really know the transfer market.
Right.
No, he said the same thing, didn't he? He was talking about David James. And he was like,
yeah.
I don't know, but mate, it must be fun to live in that body for a day.
Oh, yeah. And he had to apologise for it, didn't he?
Because was he like being...
What's the problem?
He did have to apologise.
But why did he
Can't remember
apologise?
Why does he?
For saying what?
I think he just, I don't know, but he had to apologise.
Why?
Why did
To
he
be
have to
David
apologise?
James? Did they think it was like an extreme version of blackface? Like just the whole body is like,
I mean,
you can't
yeah,
be a
all right.
black man.
But essentially, it's just a massive compliment to.
Yeah,
the
that's a man. You
absolute
got massive
fucking-
hands. Oh, imagine having hands like that. I got little girl hands.
I didn't make him apologise.
You've
I
got-
didn't care. But
Well,
Yeah.
I'm
Well, you
not
brought it up,
apologising.
so it's upsetting us.
I didn't bring
I
it up.
want to. This is what I want. I want to be Harry Redknapp for the day, but then into David James.
Oh, I see. Do
Right.
You want to be Harry
make
Redknapp
his dreams come
inside
true.
David James.
You want
Yeah,
to see
yeah.
Harry Redknapp shagging David
Mate,
James?
it's a West Ham 2008 Inception that I'm trying for.
Oh,
I don't know where James was.
Late.
Is it?
2004, I'd say.
Right. Finn, anyone. You could be anyone.
Oh, God. You can't be a musician.
If you say what I think you're going to say, I'm going to be really annoyed.
He's obsessed with Oasis.
He's Liam Gallagher.
Paul McCartney's
Ulrika Johnson.
Ulrika Johnson.
Oh,
I'm so annoyed. That's what I'm
I don't know who that
You
is.
knew you were going to say it.
She used to host, she used to be on Shooting Stars. She was Stan Collymore's partner, unfortunately.
Okay.
That's a level of fame where you can walk about and go about your day, but occasionally someone says hello
Wait,
to you.
is she the one that's got that meme, the surprise meme? Or am I making that up? No.
Cilla
someone
Black.
else.
Cilla Black.
Mate, I don't. Yeah. I'm embarrassing myself
Yeah.
with my
I'd be Hans Zimmer.
with my old school.
Hans Zimmer.
Hans Zimmer.
Yeah.
That's nice.
and just have no one know who you are.
He's top of the game.
But then you can walk down the
And
street.
nobody knows what he looks like.
Yeah.
What's the point of being Hans Zimmer for the day?
Because imagine the Interstellar.
Just an old person for the day.
but
and you have to go
Hans
around going,
Zimmer?
hey, lad,
Who's
I'm
got
Hans
the keys
Zimmer.
to me
He's
Billy?
not as old as you think. I think
Yeah.
he's only in like his 50s.
Yeah.
Bullshit. Bring up Zimmer.
He's.
You're thinking
I'm
of
guessing
Zimmer,
Hans
right?
Zimmer.
Nice.
Like,
Who's got the
I'm
keys to my Bimmer?
62.
yeah.
Oh no, he's 67.
67.
There you go.
What I'm saying is imagine, and I think what Carol might be saying, imagine you're going around in your little head and it's just constructing the theme tune to Interstellar. Like,
Yeah, theme tune.
yeah, the theme tune. Right, the theme tune. Sing the theme tune. What's what I mean?
We're going through space and time.
Yeah, the fucking Inception, you know, Time, the Inception soundtrack.
Yeah.
You know,
That's just going on.
because I feel like every trailer does that now. And that was him, innit?
Loud.
They all copied Inception.
Like the boat horn.
Yeah, but that was
Andre
Zimmer. That
That
was
was Zimmer. That was Zimmer.
Andre Ryu.
violin guy?
They're doing the music of Hans Zimmer at
Wait,
Chester
Andre who?
Cathedral.
They are.
I really fancied it.
Andre
but then
Ryu,
didn't do anything
top of the
about it.
violin
Oh,
game.
I thought you said Andre Ayew. I was like, what the hell?
Good player.
Baller. He's rich.
Yeah, someone who's like the top of their game, but like if you're in Tesco, you wouldn't go, wow, there's Hans Zimmer.
So what would be the benefit of being them for the day?
Because you'd be
then?
like, you're to feel
I'm
their
the GOAT.
greatness.
so you're
Like,
gonna,
you don't even.
you want to
okay.
spend the day
You love
secretly
my shit,
walking around
you don't even know why.
Tesco.
You don't even know it. Yeah.
Right.
Just
and then
being
you
like,
could
no
show
one
off
knows
if you
I'm
wanted
Hans
to.
Zimmer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, do you like this? Do you? I made that.
I made that. No, you didn't. Yeah, you did. Google that.
Joseph
What
Coney.
about the
Whoa,
opposite
whoa,
of that?
whoa.
Being someone.
What did I just hear?
Joseph Coney.
Why did I?
Well, because you had your time where you were the king and everyone was like, Coney 2012, you're a legend, but I think people
That's
now
not what they
forget.
were saying.
That's not what they were saying.
Mike.
Was that not like Coney 2012?
I mean,
No, it was make him famous to
Yeah.
stop him.
Oh!
He was a bad guy.
Coney was a
yeah.
bad guy, but was it kind of like he's a bad man?
No,
no.
it wasn't like Batman, innit? It wasn't like
No,
this.
it wasn't like that.
It wasn't like this.
Ah, okay. All right.
Yeah, no.
Coney 2012.
Stop dabbing. I think you should stop doing that.
Sorry, I won't do it again. I won't do it again.
There was a
brother.
guy who made. He was also a weirdo, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He made a thing like, this guy's bad, but you don't know who he is. Let's make him famous so we can stop him.
Right.
The
And-
LRA.
And did he cut it out? Did he stop acting the maggot then or what?
No, because then this guy was found out to be a bad guy as well.
Ah, right. But maybe it takes a bad guy to stop a bad guy, no? Brothers? No? A man with a gun. It takes a man with a gun to stop a man with a gun, Danny.
Yeah.
Brothers?
Fire with fire.
When I heard Joseph Coney, I was like, everything's a stop.
I think virtual reality is going to get to the point where you
Can be Joseph Coney.
can be anyone for the day. You could do
Yeah.
this.
Right.
This is why I probably need to stop watching porn, because at what point am I going to stop? Like, virtual reality is going to become. I am concerned that I'll still be using porn when the technological advances have got so progressed that
Yeah.
you'll be able to do
Right.
virtual
Well, you
reality
you don't watch
porn.
VR
There
porn,
is
do you?
VR porn.
No, I'm talking about you can literally, just before you put on the headset and the bodysuit and you're totally immersed in it, you can be like, I'm going to have a threesome with Dua Lipa and Anne of Cleves. And AI will just be like,
Mad shout.
Oh my
Anna,
gosh.
please.
Tell me you wouldn't want it.
No,
Henry
I'm not
Henry
in,
didn't
mate.
like it, but maybe I do. And then Do is there.
She was a shapely lady, Anne of Cleves. That's why Henry kicked
Anne
her off.
Boleyn and Fiona Bruce.
Oh. Deirdre from Coronation Street.
You've got to do one of Henry VIII's wives, by the way. AI's got really stuck on Tudor England.
Post beheaded.
Catherine Parr.
Captain of Arrogance. Is this really?
Oh, this is fun.
Do you know what?
Jane
'Cause
Seymour and Naomi Campbell.
Yeah, cool.
That's
No.
the last one. I can't
That's
remember any of the
beautiful. Do
ones.
you remember when Jane Seymour, she had in the Wedding Crashers? I thought she was so hot on that. Do you remember when he was like,
Jane Seymour.
That one.
Jane Seymour, she was a Bond girl, wasn't she? She used to play a doctor and
She was one of the Henry VIII's hot wives.
Jane Seymour was not in
No,
Wedding
there's an
Crashers.
actress called Jane
Thank
Seymour.
fuck for that. I thought
Yeah.
you'd had a proper meltdown there.
Oh, no, I know one of Henry VIII's wives, but there's an actress, I'm pretty
Look at
sure.
Benny's face.
Is her name?
Yeah,
her
it's
name?
Jane Seymour.
It is Jane Seymour.
Yeah, yeah.
But you know that scene in Wedding Crashers where he's like, Claire's mom made me feel her hooters.
Oh, is that it?
That's her.
She's got fake tits.
She's got big fake tits.
She got the old motorboat.
Oh, lad.
Can't
She's so
wait for
hot.
Bemi to get back down to London. And everyone's like, how is that word? He was like, man, there's a lot of Henry VIII's
a lot
wives
of like,
chat.
yeah, virtual reality
you know what?
shagging and, you know.
I will say, speaking of being a dream, or dreamer, or trying to have live vicariously through someone, I was having a chat with Bemi the other day where he's genuinely trying to tell me why he believes all world leaders would be better served if they have
Don't say-
autism.
You did. I know, but it's a fact.
Sure, they all do have some kind of.
No, I don't. No, I don't think that. I believe
Right.
that in order for the world to be a better place, I think
Putin needs to be autistic.
if every politician was autistic,
Putin's autistic.
Yeah.
I think the world would be like severely autistic.
But like he thinks severely, like
I think severe autism. I think that
Take
should be a
emotion out of it.
requirement.
Rain Man level.
That should be a requirement to be a politician
No emotion,
and a world
just
leader.
pure.
Yeah, and then also, what do people always say? Are they all liars? Well, not this lad. All right. Imagine that. Looking at the budget, coming out. Look, guys, I've looked at the numbers. Obviously, they're correct because I'm autistic, right? I've got them right. And we're fucked, right? That's it, And the only way we can solve it, we've got to sell Liverpool, right? We just got to get rid of it. Something like that. Just be honest. They'll be honest. Trains would run on time.
right?
And they'd love them.
Yeah, and they'd love them.
Yeah.
They'll get it all right.
Yeah.
I
They'd
just feel like
love
autism, I don't know why that's not a requirement because
Yes.
like people like the opposite and I don't understand.
You're not interested in the public speaking
Yeah.
side of it.
No, because that's why they lie, right? Because like Trump or even Obama, they're so charismatic that they can they're like snake oil salesmen, But,
Yeah.
Oh, a good politician is, to some extent.
but are
yeah.
they good? They're a good politician, but they might not.
They're good at getting elected.
They're good at getting elected,
Right.
But they might not tell the people the truth. But if you're autistic,
You
Right.
can't lie.
you can't lie.
Autistic people can lie, though. That is.
No, but proper.
Get real.
I'm just checking. You can lie.
Maybe I don't know.
I don't know, but they're severely.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because there's your mate that's
You're right,
autistic, right?
Who?
What's his name? That we just had Nando's with. He said he's got a bit of autism.
Finn.
We were just there with Finn.
No, not
Harry.
Yeah, my man over there, he
Yeah,
got a bit
definitely.
of autism.
Yeah,
he's not autistic enough, in my opinion, right?
Yeah.
So he can't because
He is very honest.
No,
He's
it's
very
true. I was
honest.
observing him. I was observing him when we were eating.
Right.
And I was thinking, would he qualify? I don't think it's enough. He can have a position.
Oh, yeah, he can be MP for Wigan.
Yeah, that's how it should be. MP for that's it. I think depending on the level of autism, obviously low autism,
Local
you
council.
get local council. There you go, right?
Harry is arguing. by the
Mayor,
way.
You're not allowed to
something
defend
like
yourself.
a deputy, but like him, so he can have a role, but he's not autistic enough. But I mean, like a proper. You want to say
I just
something?
want to clarify, I'm not autistic. I just said I like flags.
That is so. No, he doesn't
Harry, you
like
can see-
flags.
you can
he
see how-
knows
you can
He
see how Benny
knows
got there.
every flag
ever.
ever.
If you got a flag up randomly now, he'd tell you in under a second.
Which is
Also-
great.
and
As a politician, great. International
See,
relations.
international relations. There you
That's
go.
right.
Autism, right? So yeah, I just think like I just think it would be better for the world if they were all autistic.
like
it
it.
should be the base requirement.
Should be
And
no
then
emotion in politics.
no
Just
emotion,
Pure
just
logistics.
pure logistics, right? None of this, when they like do the like when world leaders meet
Shake
and they
hands.
shake hands, they can't even do that, right? They just got to get to it because they don't like, the contact and the
They
communication.
don't even look each other in the eyes. They're just like,
Yeah. Just, and things would get done better, I just think. And we would believe them.
again.
You know?
That's how you want their brain to sound. Beep, boop, 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 boop.
What is that?
Just
How's the beeping?
Is that autism in your...
computer. We need to get rid of 30% of
China.
Yes,
it would be
China.
Yeah, it would be great.
Do you know
I
what I
don't
mean?
know. That's my opinion.
Right. No, I think you're right. You want to get rid of empathy.
Yeah, and just think of like...
No, he's right though. There shouldn't be any emotion in like.
But yeah, why are
war.
we? There's two like just tell me the truth. Like look at Bill. Oh, I never have sex with that woman. If you was autistic, mate,
Right.
you know,
Yeah.
if he was annoying,
You have sex
I
with anyone?
fancied it.
This is essentially an executive order, isn't it?
That's what I would.
I like it. Smooth. Let's have a break and go into it.
Yeah, all right. Okay, we'll come back after the break with some executive orders. Hello, everyone. Dan Nightingale from the Have a Word podcast that you're watching right now. Do us a favour, like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on socials at Have a Word Pod. Just share everything. Be a good egg. Get it out there. Back to the episode. I'm sure it's a belter. And we are back. Now, Gbemi, we usually do this at the end, but we'll do it now. Where can we find you online? What are your ats and infos?
My Instagram, my first name, Gbemi, Gbemi, silent G in Nigerian, I apologize. Gbemi comedy.
Surely
That's it.
silent G sounds cool though. Like you can be a silent G.
Yeah, I'm a silent G. Do you know what? It's kind of not silent.
How would you say it properly?
It's like Gbemi.
Yeah,
It's like
so
a
it's got
different.
like a bit of a thing.
Yeah, it's like Gbemi. It's like
Like
Gbemi. From there.
Like is it like Narby who plays for?
It's Gnabry, isn't it?
Is it?
You pronounce like
yeah.
Gnabry.
Oh, I
yeah.
thought that was a silent G.
No, you're thinking of Niles Barkley.
gnarly or gnarly.
Gnarls
That's
That's gnarly. man.
Gnarls Barkley.
Barkley.
Crazy.
So you'd say like
Go on, do it.
Go on, do it, Carl.
Go on, so you do it.
Uluwagbemi. It's the full name.
No, Carl,
whole thing.
don't.
My surname, Oladipo.
No, say your first name like Gbemi, the way you'd say it.
Gbemi.
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 Bimi.
Gbemi.
That is a silent G, isn't it? Am I going
The
mental?
only reason I say it's not silent, well, it can in like Yoruba, my Nigerian language, there's the letter B, there's the letter G, and there's actually the letter GB. It's like one letter. So technically, Gbemi is a 4-letter name, which
What's the language?
Yoruba. Nigerian.
Nice.
Is that-
Yoruba. I'm trying to think of another famous Yoruba person.
Is that a really small dialect?
Oh no.
Or is it very
Kanu.
common? I've never heard that. I've never heard that.
Yoruba's like the biggest. There's 3 big ones: Yoruba, Igbo, Hausa. So those are the 3 big ones. Yeah.
Nwaku Kanu, was he?
Waku Kanu. Kanu would be Igbo.
He was Nigerian, yeah.
Akin
I was gonna say that.
Akin Fenwa, Yoruba.
But Mike,
Nice.
stop guessing though, yeah?
Go on, keep going.
Just about got away with
JJ
JJ.
Kocha was Nigerian.
JJ Kocha. Yep.
Should we stop doing Nigerians?
No, let's just keep doing them.
Come on. That's more
Alex
racist
Iwobi.
than anything else. Oh, enough about
No.
Nigeria.
Alex
Back to
Iwobi.
white stuff.
Alex Iwobi.
Alex Iwobi.
Nasty.
Yep.
My mum's first boyfriend.
Moses.
Bukayo Saka.
Is he from Nigerian heritage, yeah?
Yeah. Nigerian. Yeah, Yoruba as well. Victor Moses. Yep. Same thing.
Nice.
So it's a very well-spoken language. I've never heard of that language.
You've never heard of Yoruba?
Genuinely.
It's the most popular Nigerian language. Like just
So spoken by millions and millions of people.
literally millions of people.
Mental.
But you have to understand me.
Not many
you
people in
don't-
Hayton.
Yeah. You
I
don't
need
know
to come
anything
up here
about the
more.
North.
47.
I know.
You can't expect Carl to know about
47
Nigeria.
million speak. I'm ashamed because I studied language and I've never heard that.
You studied like never heard of Yoruba. No. It's really popular, legit. Yeah, Yoruba.
We stumbled across your executive order, basically, with autism for
Autism.
world peace.
Yeah.
We've got some that people have. We're recording this the first time executive orders went out on the Patreon exclusive.
Yeah.
And it's been very popular. So we'll decide if this goes into the executive orders, if we're just denying it, we're not into it, or if we're going to accept it. Nick Darnley says, executive order, Christmas has to fall on the weekend.
Oh yeah.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
No.
But then you get more time.
Then you get
like,
more.
people
You get less time.
off.
Yeah. I reject that one fully.
Yeah.
Because I have the weekend already.
Oh, yeah. Do you not get enough
So
time?
I want it to fall
Not
on a
me.
Tuesday.
Right.
Then you can. No. Who is that
Christmassy.
person?
No, but I mean,
It does feel wrong it being like a Thursday though, doesn't it?
No, but it's about time off. That's
in
what
my
it's
head,
about.
I'm still the school kid who's like, you get that 2 weeks. Would it not be better if Christmas is right on?
No, you
bang
want
in the middle
you
of
want to
it?
ruin a week. So they have to give you the end of the week off no matter what.
You want Wednesday?
Yes.
Yeah, it's like New Year's Day because
Yeah.
you want to ruin
You
a
want
week.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
Then you get the Thursday.
It is Wednesday
Friday.
this year, isn't it?
Yeah.
Craig
You-
David.
It's been, but it.
You want the
They
Craig
You want
David.
Christmas to fall
Wednesday.
on the worst day that you hate normally.
Right.
Because then it's Christmas, brightens it up. Yeah.
Yeah.
I reject
As soon
that
as you get to Christmas, and this is going out in the gooch, it's mad, isn't it? How the days of the week just disappear from
It's
your
my
sort of
favourite
psyche.
Yes.
It's
part of the
unbelievable. All of a sudden,
love
more than any other time of the year,
Yeah.
you're like, what day is it? And people go, it's the 27th. How
It
the
doesn't
fuck am I?
matter.
I do not know
I
what
don't
day
care
of the
what day
week
it
it is.
is.
Yeah.
Or you
I
stay
agree.
at home, you eat all the rubbish that you've got left over. You just it's what I'd want to do every other day of the year. My favourite part of Christmas.
I agree.
Yeah.
You've
I
got to
think-
do a wedding this time in
We're
the
going
gooch.
to a wedding in London this time. You'll be there, don't
I'll be there, Thomas Greens. Yeah. But
You
we
going to
are-
be there?
Yeah, I'm going to be. Fuck.
Oh shit!
You there, Finn?
I'm there.
You there?
Are you there, mate?
Liar.
Why don't you go fuck yourself, Carol?
I didn't know if you
I'm
were
going,
joking.
I'm going round to Mike's.
I
We'll
know.
have our own wedding.
Huh? Yeah, we'll do our own thing.
I think that's a bad executive order. That.
I think that's
It's
a
not
bad.
passing?
No.
I don't like it even a little bit.
I don't think he thought it through, and I
don't
think
think he did
he's going to
either.
listen to this
How
back.
does he enact it? What does he do? Change the calendar? You think it's Caesar? No.
I know, but Easter moves around, doesn't it?
True. So he's saying
That's based on the whole moon, though, isn't it?
the
but I don't-
weekend that's the closest.
Yeah.
Then, so that's even worse. So you're telling me Christmas Day just moves about now. Sometimes it's the 27th. Who is it? What's his name? What's the name again?
It's Nick Darnley.
Hang him.
Right.
Yeah.
I tell you what, Nick, you
Doesn't know anything.
You've
And you should get
really
no
been
presents
rejected
this
there.
Christmas. Bad.
Stephen
You're
Elliott
naughty.
says, executive order.
Magician.
All pizza is served with one extra slice of room temperature pizza to get started on so you don't burn your mouth.
Don't mind that, you know. Not room temperature, but like a bit like a ready to eat one.
I don't mind that.
Right. Yeah.
I'm trying to think of the downsides. Go on.
Extra, like on the side, or is it just in like one of the pieces?
No,
it's on
an
top.
extra slice, yeah.
It's on top.
Or on the side.
don't
On the
know.
side. It doesn't
I
have to be on
think
top.
burning your mouth on pizza is just part of the experience.
I don't know. I hate that. You know when your skin peels off.
Do you know about the Korean
there.
bananas?
The what?
Korean bananas. They have 7 on a bunch and they're all different in ripeness. So when you eat one, the next one you eat goes ripe on that day.
Oh yeah.
So they range in ripeness. So like when you get to the 7th, usually it's not ripe anymore, but it'll be the most ripe by the time you get to it.
Okay, so they're all. That's clever.
So you buy,
How do they do
you
that?
buy the bunch.
It's just like engineered, isn't it? It's not probably not healthy, but
Yeah, that's not. That ain't a real.
I don't know if I watched you eat a pizza yesterday, and you took a pensioner break, which may be really sensible for your digestive system.
Yeah.
But I thought you'd given up on the pizza. You got
Well,
you
I had, and I was going to take it back. But
you
then
bear?
you and Harry got dessert, so I was like, well, I've got to finish
Now I've got
my
to finish the
now.
pizza.
I've got a simple pleasure. I know it's in the wrong section.
Right.
When you're eating and you're drinking fizzy drinks and you get full, but then you burp. And you're hungry again.
And then you're
You
hungry.
reload.
Yeah.
You reload.
It's a reload.
Have you ever done the Sprite challenge?
No, what's that?
Etta's just got into it. This is from like 3 years ago.
Got some there, like.
We did the Sprite challenge at home. So a 500 milliliter bottle of Sprite. So I got Etta one, Laura got one, and we filmed it. I've got it on my phone. She was so excited. She drank a mouthful. She's 7, my daughter. She can't drink Sprite. It's too fizzy. Laura gave it a good go. I finished the bottle without burping. And you feel so uncomfortable. So
Oh, so the
instantly
challenge is
bloated.
to drink it without.
So
burping.
that you've got to drink the whole thing without burping. The burp, the 4 burps you do immediately after, it's almost worth the pain for how satisfying the burp is.
Like the one in Elf.
It is. It's not far off.
Right.
So close. I love a good burp.
But you have to have darkness to have the light, you know?
Yeah.
You can't have a rainbow without the rain.
Thank you for
see.
that. Thank you for that, Father,
So-
Father Rice.
You need...
Father Rice, yes.
Listen, do you know what do you know what the hot thing? Have any ever been to Mr. Wong's Hot Pot in Brighton?
Yeah, I'm always there.
Is that a gay club?
No. But
That's Mr. Wang's hot pot.
but that could, that you were thinking of Mr. Wong's, yeah.
I hope everyone caught that.
Mi-
Too shitty.
Mr. Wong has opened up a place where he sells his hot pots, which is this. He gives you.
Is
You
his
go
name
in,
actually Mr. Wong?
lad. Mr. Wong. He's selling hot pots in Brighton. So you go in, and Mr. Wong has set it all up. So you get a basket of food, and you put it all in a pot. right? But you have to pick out the food yourself. It's raw. And I was the only white person in this place. I was getting food before doing the forage. And then I was like, all right, I already felt like a bit of an idiot. So then you give them the food and they take the food, they fuck off, they come back with it in a roasting hot pot. But they leave the pot on a fucking, what do you call those hot yucks? Like a stovey thing, but they put it on your table.
Yeah.
So the hot pot never gets any less hot.
Oh, because the stove is always heating it
Mr.
up.
Wong's eternally boiling hot pot. So I was there sitting eating it, just burning my mouth 150 times in a row. It never gets any cooler.
Gets any cooler.
And
How, how big's the pot? Is it like just like a bowl?
Big. It's one
Well,
of Mr.
can't you take it
Wong's.
off the stove?
Huh? You're eating it. The pot stays on the stove. You're there with your pot.
But is the pot movable?
Man,
Can't touch it.
you can't touch the pot. It's roasting
Oh, 'cause
hot.
the pot's too
Mr.
hot.
Wong's taught of this. So they have you every way. But all the other Asian people are in it. They're like, either they have some way they're doing it that they're not.
No, they've just
I
burnt them
think
off
they
enough.
saw you coming and they made that specifically for you to fuck with
You think Mr. Wong wanted...
I think Mr. Wong was like, you want some fried rice? Mr. Rice, right? And then, then he did that. I think that's what happened.
Right. All
think
I'm
that's
saying
what
is,
happened.
anyone you go to Brighton, you will look. It says 4.9.
What is it about that couch? What is it about this studio?
It makes people evil.
What? What do you think? What was evil about that?
Nothing. People come in here and change on that couch.
But how do you know that's just not who I am?
Sean Williams says, executive order. If you don't pick up your dog's shit, it should all be collected for 1 year and then dumped all throughout the interior of your home.
Yeah.
Especially got a big dog. I watch people's dog, and not intentionally. I've seen people have big dogs do a poo in town, leave it, and I'm like, what are you fucking doing? It's disgusting.
Yeah. I mean, like Wally's doing
Poo bags
normal small.
should always be, if you've got a dog owner, every pocket you have should have poo bags in. Because it's fucking vile.
Some nasty shit.
I agree.
Pez is doing some big old fucking
Yeah,
plots.
pick your dog's poo up.
It's the only reason I can't be picking up poo. Just can't have a dog for that
No,
reason.
don't get a dog.
Right.
But if
Yeah,
you do
well,
have a dog, pick it up.
But if I do, I couldn't do it.
No.
I couldn't do it. There's certain
You do-
things.
No, but you get used, like, you're not touching it.
Yeah, I'm just a really squeamish guy. Like, I don't know, just little like bodily fluids. In fact, you know what? Like, there's a thing in like a lot of Nigerians do this, like with their babies when they're like they got blocked noses.
You just suck it out.
It's just suck the booger out and then come on. Like honestly, I've seen my aunties do that all
Suck
the
it
time.
out with the baby's nose.
Yeah, literally, the baby's got a blocked nose and they just put the lips round the nose like that and they just like suck up the booger out of the baby's
And then-
nose
and then
because the
do they-
baby can't blow the nose.
Or do
obviously.
they swallow the snot?
No, they don't swallow it.
Spit.
They spit it out.
They're
Into it.
spitters.
I'm into it.
Yeah, they're
I don't wanna
spitters.
be sick.
They
Feels like
spit
I'm
it
coming
out,
down
but they
with
just
something.
Don't like
you
that.
know, I'm a like.
Right. But did you have aunties like sucking the snot out of your nose? Because I can imagine that must feel pretty sick. If you have a blocked
I mean, I don't
nose-
remember.
No, he was in Leicester with a white woman.
I don't know for me.
So she refused to suck the snot out of your nose.
I believe so. I don't think that was her thing.
Right.
The cousins were doing it. Well, no, I'm joking. But no, I just think it was. Yeah, I've seen it. I've just seen it happen loads when I'm in Nigeria.
Right.
And I'm just like,
Would they suck the wax out your ear and shit? Or
no, just the nose.
it's just, well, don't look at me like I'm the crazy one.
You are the
Or just
crazy one.
nose. But you're saying they're sucking snot out noses. It's an easy leap to say they'll be sucking.
Kids haven't got many blocked ears, though. They wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Would
What do you mean? Like, what do you think?
Sometimes I get wax.
Why is
in
the
my ear.
baby not responding to me? Oh, it's maybe too much wax. No, it's a baby.
you? Why is he not talking back?
Yeah, why is he
Suck
not
his ears.
talking back? Oh, let's clear its ear out.
Sometimes children can have waxy fucking ears.
Yeah,
Man.
and that's why they're mute.
It's an Irish way.
What?
Give his ears a good sucking.
That's right.
Luke says plug sockets in hotel rooms should be mandatory to be within reach of the bed. Nothing worse than getting out of bed to put the phone on charge. Should bring the price down or say in the description.
Should be both sides of the bed.
Both sides, yeah.
Two
There's no
sockets.
reason for it not. I can't understand why not. Yeah, that one's easy. Absolutely.
I do take extension cables now just to combat that in case
Interesting.
they don't do it.
Combat.
A lovely long extension
Strong word.
cable is such a joy.
I take it most places.
Yeah.
Take one travel plug and an extension cable. You've got 5 or 6.
So many. Yeah.
Travel hack.
Yeah.
Makes sense. I dig
It's
it.
been done before, you're right.
I dig it.
Last one, Haley says, no more daft names for crossbreeds of dogs. From now on, instead of Labradoodle or Pomeranian, you have to pick a side. Otherwise, it's like supporting 2 football teams. No, I'm not in the dog game.
Me neither.
Google some funny
I'm
ones.
not allowed
'cause
to be,
there are.
Bemmy. I'm not allowed to be. My
what?
wife's told me we're not getting a dog ever.
Why?
Why not?
Oh, she
You know,
hates
my
dogs
thing
as
was
well?
like, I'm gonna retire and then get a dog. My neighbour Bill retired a few months ago, and he's got a puppy, and we've lived there 5 years. I've never seen him look particularly happy. He's been beaming around the village for the last 2 months.
Joy.
He's binned off his job. He's got a little puppy border collie. Oh, he just looks like the future.
Gorgeous. When the kids move up,
And also for the dog, it's the soundest thing, isn't it? Because he's coming into a world and he's not being left at home where everyone's fucking off and working. It's just, hopefully he likes Bill. Him and Bill are just hanging out all the time.
Me and Sarah had a dink. Show dinks are.
What's that?
Double income, no kids.
Oh.
So being the dog of a dink means you get, you know.
What's double income, 2 kids? I give it 4 years.
I don't know what the disc.
A donk.
Yeah, double income, no kids
Donk.
is like
Donk.
for the pet,
You're a
the
donk.
best. Like I get everything, I
Hey,
get all
you
the
get
love.
everything, all the love.
But Laura said that even when I retire, there's no dog. It's a,
Oh, you trying to talk to Laura? What when the kids move out?
I genuinely
But
think...
Dan, you're allowed to have what you want too, lad.
Yeah.
This isn't.
Does she
Just
not
buy
like
the
dogs?
dogs.
She doesn't dislike dogs. She just doesn't like the mess and the smell.
She'll love it.
She's had
She'll
2
love
kids.
And do you think it's because you're a smelly, messy person? And she's like, I've had enough of that thing.
I'm clean in the body, but dirty in the mind.
Get yourself a dog.
it. Just
Not
do
now.
it.
When the kids move out, go. I've got a dog, Laura. Fuck off.
Do you know what?
Yeah.
You're fucking right.
Yeah, do it.
It's not her dog.
Just-
And she can't cuddle it.
Yeah. Like, train the dog to be aggressive. Like, the dog hates Laura. Like.
Does this is giving you...
Do you know what I mean?
This feels like it might be...
Triggering.
triggering for Finn, who's been through this.
Like, it's dangerous for Laura to live in the house now.
oh,
'cause of this
a
dog.
Rhodesian Ridgeback.
Just a fucking crazy
Get an
cunt
XL
dog
bully.
who would die for you, but wouldn't lift a finger for her. Do you know what I mean?
Isn't that what all men really want?
Oh,
A loyal, like...
This is my best friend.
I've got your dad.
Not
This
yours.
is, that's right.
Yeah, stay
This is your
away. You
boy.
didn't want this.
She goes to rub him.
Piss off.
Yeah.
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 I'll say this. As soon as I announce I've got a dog, you know things in my marriage are not going well.
Well, Finn's going to give you some examples because you're trying to move
Of
past
dogs?
there. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, there's a blab,
Huh?
which is a beagle Labrador. Blab. Peekapoo.
It's a Pokemon.
It's a
Peekapoo.
Pekingese and a poodle.
Yeah, no, I'm never going, have a look at my peekaboo.
She needs
I
to
feel
look
like she would accept that because she would
Doesn't-
giggle first, right?
Doesn't a peekaboo seem like something you would like just surprisingly shit in someone's house? And then like when they find it, just go peekaboo, peekaboo, peekaboo.
And
let's look at
last
Peekaboo
one,
more.
Jiggy.
Jiggy.
Jack Russell Terrier, Italian Greyhound.
Getting jiggy with it.
That's a sick name.
Will Smith.
No, no, no,
Nice.
no, no, no.
Look at me, Jiggy.
Just going to fucking Jack Russell.
You're still singing
let's
Will
do-
Smith
singing
over
it.
there.
Let's do some...
Getting jiggy with it.
We're
We're going to do some have a words and get the fuck out of here. Because these boys need to get a trained out tuck big town.
Yeah.
There's music on, by the way. He's got it.
Man need to go
Wait,
down to
what was that,
London.
Dan? What was that?
There's a song on.
What did he just do? What was...
Listen, Birmingham. I've got
Oh, I see. I get it.
flavour. John Morgan, is it? John Morgan says, all right, lids, came downstairs to find my missus watching TV with the big light on. Have a word, John. I'll say this, John Morgan, might be one of the more concise have a words we've ever had.
Love it.
You've conveyed your point brilliantly.
Doesn't
and I
bother me.
absolutely agree.
Big light doesn't bother me. Like yesterday, Sarah got in the bath and I put Elf on because it's for film club. And I had the big light on in the bedroom and just watched Elf. And she came and she's like, why is the big light on? And I said, I'd never noticed it.
Oh, it's just for hoovering and nonsense. You can't have the big
Nonsense.
But I didn't do either.
We've got
If anything, nonsense would want the lights off.
Yeah.
yeah, I suppose so. Good point.
You don't want nonsense.
Nah, they want to see the kid.
Oh, Finn.
yeah.
hoovers at
You could be
night?
fucking a 28-year-old. What's the point of that?
Oh, come on.
We've got the Christmas tree out, obviously. I'm not a maverick there. The Christmas tree gives off such good light. I'm already, I'm sad for January when the Christmas tree goes away.
Just keep it up.
It's such a brilliant warm light. Perfect. We have one lamp one side, Christmas tree, perfect lighting. It's beautiful.
Just leave it up.
I'm all about this.
Don't. Who cares about customs?
There was an old people's home near my nana's house when I was growing up, and I think it was for people who were really I think had dementia and shit, and they just left the Christmas deckings up all year.
That feels mean.
No, it's nice.
Oh, you don't know when it is, or we're going to fuck with you even more?
Well, it's always Christmas.
It's always Christmas and they're happy.
I suppose if it's always Christmas, that's good.
That's nice.
Yeah, that's nice, actually.
The Another thing with this, I'd add to this, the people that prefer the white light to the warm orangey light.
Do they exist?
Oh, the sterile.
Do you know the
really
white?
Oh, like you're in a hospital or something.
Yeah.
That's creepy.
They're much more common now than they were.
They're serial killer people. I
Yeah.
think that's like, Patrick Bateman sort of shit.
That's
Like,
right.
why do you want?
Do you know what
like,
the best light colour is for sleeping? Red.
They're black. It's not just
Red.
darkness.
a red light?
For sleeping.
Red light is better to sleep in than
Wouldn't you feel like evil?
I feel horny.
Yeah, just sleeping in red light.
I'd feel aroused.
What?
Red.
Because you love brothels.
Yeah.
yeah,
red light
Apparently, what it
immediately.
does to your skin and your eyes and stuff, it's better to sleep in red light than in.
Well, red tinted glasses are a thing, aren't they? That celebrities are wearing. Apparently, it's better. It's a better filter of blue light and stuff.
yeah, meant to sleep
But
better.
it
in
makes
red
you
light.
look like Jack Nicholson. Stroke nonce.
Give it a go. You had red lights in Japan, didn't you, Steve? Steve says yes off camera.
You had got a hooker in Japan.
No, in his apartment he had a
You
red
got.
light.
Wait. You got. So you didn't get a hooker in Japan?
No, he didn't get a hook in Japan though.
Why not, lad?
Stephen off camera says stop talking to me.
Next one. Ab says, lads, have a word with my Uber driver, Omar. I was getting an Uber to the train station and we were cutting it close. Then halfway through the journey, Omar pulled over on the hard shoulder and went for a piss in a bush. I missed my train by a matter of minutes. Have a word with him. Outrageous behaviour.
Oh my gosh.
Tell him. Go, lad, what are you doing? I'm late.
Yeah, tap him on the shoulder. That is bloody hell.
Hard shoulders.
I mean,
I've been facing the motorway.
And then you missed your shit. I mean, I've had crazy experience with Uber drivers, but not, actually way worse than that in hindsight.
What's happened?
Oh, like I had, do you remember Uber Pool? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
When you're
Uber
like,
Paul.
Uber Pool, like the sharing one. P-O-double-L.
Yeah.
I thought you were saying
Sorry,
Uber
I mean
Paul.
Liverpool.
bad was he? Remember
Do you remember
Uber Paul, the
Uber
bad guy?
Peel? Do you remember Uber Peel? Yeah, Uber Peel.
Uber
yeah.
Pool.
Uber Peel. Yeah.
Yeah.
That,
Uber Paul. How
that-
big is he?
but that one where you like order the Uber and like obviously you'd pay less and
You'd
then
share.
around you'd have to share. It was strange. I had a mad one like before COVID. I ordered one and it turned up and there was this like girl in the back of the Uber, like blonde girl, but she was like dead silent, wasn't saying anything. I got in. Me and the Uber driver were just having a good time, singing songs, all of that. So it's a good laugh. And then the girl like basically speaks up and she's like, "Oh, who are you taking home first?" And he goes, "Oh, I'm taking him because I just followed the app. It says his house is closest. I go there." And she goes, "No, you got to take me home first." And he goes, "Well, I don't make the decision. I just follow the app." She's like, "I don't give a fuck. You got to take me home first." And he goes, "Well, if you don't shut up, I'll kick you out of my Uber." She goes, "You can't kick me out." Parks. He says, "Get out." And then she says, "I'm not getting out." And then he goes, "All right, I'll call the police if you don't get out." And me, literally, black man, I'm like, "Yo, bro, don't call the police." Bro. I'm trying to like relax. I said, "Let me talk to her, innit?" So I turn around and I'm like, "Yo, like, it's not his fault. He's just following the app. Like, he don't know. He don't make the decisions. And, you know, you will add like 2 minutes to your journey. And you won't even lose that much time." And she's like, "Well, I ain't got time to waste, unlike you." Like, just bloody aggressive. Then
Unlike you?
Yeah, to me. So I got
Was she saying you don't have a job, is what she's saying?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I don't
Right.
know. And I got upset.
Nasty.
So I said something I never thought I would say in my whole life. I literally turned around. I was like, "Yo, Mohammed, call the police, man." Do you know what I mean? Yeah, these guys, call the police. So he calls the police, yeah. He's on the phone. He's like, "Yo, there's a girl in the back of my Uber. She's causing trouble. She won't get out. Come get her." And the police are like, it was like in Camden in London. They're like, "There's a police station literally a couple minutes around the corner. Just drive there if you're comfortable and we'll come get her." So goes to the police station, see him go in. And then I see the police coming out and I legit felt something I never felt in my whole life. When I saw the police coming, I physically felt myself go like, the police are coming. I never had that feeling before. It was like, nice, they're gonna come take this girl, I get to go home. Police come to the door, open the door, and obviously they grab me, right? Yeah, I swear, true story. And I'm like, oh shit, obviously that's what's meant to happen. Then the Uber driver comes running out, innit? And he starts yelling. He's like, "Yo, I said the girl. And then the police are like, "The girl?" And then I'm like, "Yeah, the girl, like, it's not always us, you know what I mean? And even if it is, like, what kind of nigga just sit here waiting to get arrested? Do you know what I mean? Like, surely they should have thought, oh, normally they run, you know what I mean? And this was just sitting there practicing his mugshot, like, you know, like, I mean, it was ridiculous. So then they put me back in the car, take the girl, and the Uber driver comes, and he's just like so apologetic. He's like, I'm so sorry, like, that happened to you. Do you know what? Because of all of that stress, I'm going to cancel your fee and I'm going to take you home for free. And I was like, oh shit, racism pays. That's great. But then we're going home, and then we're just bonding in it, chatting about Nigeria. He's telling about the Middle East. It's proper sweet. Get to my house, drops me off. I get out of the car, and then just before I'm about to go in my house, he like pulls back up in it, and he's like, oh mate, I just want to say, like, honestly, you're one of the best customers I've ever had. Like the way you just like dealt with that situation, you were so fun and so nice. Like you've even changed my life, because if I'm being honest, before you, I never even used to like black people, but because of you, I'll give them a chance. And then he just drove off, and I was like, Mohammed too! What the hell is going on? I swear it's a true story. Man. And I'm standing there with that app, like, is that 1 star or 5 stars? How do you rate it?
Net positive?
I don't know, because I got home for free, but like the racism caught me off guard. Do you know what I mean? At the end, it was a mad day.
I think it's 5 stars for the story.
Yeah. Do you know what? I agree with that, because the next day I told family members, all my black family members and friends, they were like traumatized. All my black comedian friends were like, fuck, I wish that happened to me. That's right.
Camden, bad shout on Camden Police Station, where he's gone, there's a white woman in the taxi causing problems, and they're like, nah.
We just don't see it, mate.
Nah.
We think it's him. We're pretty sure it's him.
Yeah, with all sort of Uber situations, you just want it to go normal, don't you? Whenever someone does something fucking weird, you're like, please. Like, that's why I get why people are like, can we just not talk? Can you just not play music? And I get why there's the option.
There is that option sometimes. You can press the thing.
It looks eggy. It looks really cold. But you just want it to be normal. If it's not going to be normal, you want it to be as
mentally.
I thought when he was pulling back up and he was like, man, that was just special. I thought it was going to be like he had like maybe fallen in love with you a little bit. Oh, but like it was like a Love Actually thing. Did you feel that? Because it felt so like heartfelt.
I'm in love with Uber Paul.
Yeah.
Well, strangely enough, it was heartfelt. That's why it confused my brain. I was like, wait, that's good, I guess.
It is good.
Yeah. But also, like,
it's not. It wasn't good, but now
it wasn't good, but now it's good. But also, I felt more just like, but we've been chatting this whole time. I feel.
Has he judged you?
Like betrayed. Like I didn't know. Like I didn't know I was talking to someone that thought that before. But it's cool. It's happy. I gave him 5 stars because I thought, if I give him any less, he might reverse and be like, fucking nigga. Do you know what I mean? Like, gave me 2 stars. No, that's why I don't trust him. So I gave him 5 stars, and hopefully he's now picking up more blacks.
But it also is mad that he came back and said,
and he's probably telling them the story. Oh, mate, before you, like,
I tell you, I don't trust. There's white bitches.
White woman now is swapped.
But I just can't. Like, why does he come back?
Why am I trying to make it so gay?
Huh?
Mike.
No, I'm not. This
just because you're wearing
adamant that he's trying to shag me?
Pushing this narrative.
I'm not pushing the gay thing. I pushed the gay thing once. This time I was going, I just don't get if he was racist. Like, why don't you keep that in your head? Okay, I've changed my mind about black people. Rather than come back to you and just be like, just so you know, usually I think you stink. But
I guess he just wants me to know I'm the first one. The origin. That I'm like, so when he's in the future, like, doing Black Lives Matter marches, and I see him do it, like, everyone's gonna have a flag of George Floyd. He had one of me. Like, without this guy,
right,
I wouldn't be here.
Right.
That's what it was. So he just wants me to know that I'm the change, Yeah. He had a dream, and I don't know. I'm just saying things.
And this wasn't how you met your best friend, the girl Courtney, was it?
No. She was the blonde girl.
No, Courtney was not a brown person from the Middle East. No.
Right.
Right, boys. That is a podcast.
Please.
And a beautiful one.
A damn good one, says I.
So give Gbemi a follow. Have you got any gigs coming up that you want to push? Have you got things to sell? You do your show with Andrew Mensah that's smashing it at
Andrew Mensah and I, we do every month we do a show called We Saw That. It's like a sort of improv show involving the crowd, and we get guest comedians on. It's bloody great show every month.
Where is it?
We do them at Top Secret Comedy Club. We're gonna start doing them in other places soon as well. But Top Secret Comedy Club, we got that there. Me personally, I'm back at Hot Water in March and August. I don't remember when.
First weekend of March, innit?
First weekend of March, actually. Oh, well done.
Nice.
back then. And yeah, I got loads coming up.
Mike, where can we find you? Oh, you're going to be in Ireland with us for the Murderers Row.
Yes.
We've got the biggest stand-up tour. It's the first stand-up tour we've done as a podcast. Adam and I will be comparing a section each. We've got dates all over the shop. We've got a new day in Cardiff, February the 21st. That's a Friday because the Saturday is sold out. But Saturday, the 15th it's February. Saturday, the 15th of February, we're in Dublin with the young Kilkenny phenom, Mike Rice is one of the acts. So tickets available at haveawordpod.com.
I'm one of the acts as well.
Right. Yeah. So I'll be on that. I'll have a special coming out, I think, in January or February. That'll be on YouTube. Check that out. My podcast with Vittorio, obviously, Guide to Parenting. Listen to that. And
what's your special called?
Huh?
What's your special called?
The new one will be called Nasty Character.
And I have seen it.
Yeah.
It is very, very funny.
Thank you, man. Thank you, man.
Appreciate it, guys. Hope you're enjoying this gooch between Christmas and New Year.
Should we listen to some music?
Should we drop
in the gooch?
Should we drop a tune?
I don't like that word, gooch.
This is by Hamilton Hound, and it's called Graves. I think you'd like this one.
What kind
it's
of music
quite
is it?
kind of, I don't know, reminds me of like Sleaford Mods or The Streets. Kind of like.
Is it?
Yeah.
Right. Hi guys, this is Hamilton Hounds, and this is our new single. What is it?
Graves.
Graves. We're a bit like the Sleaford Mods.
I might be wrong though, but I think.
All right, cool. I'll give him a listen. Appreciate you. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Bye, Felicia.